observe because I know nothing.
It's the perfect time to play. Just pull this out. No, it doesn't. Just
yeah, John's character knows nothing either. So.
Yeah.
What?
I just got notifications that you took 3 pictures of case stuff.
Oh, I took more.
What? There's pictures of Kingston?
Oh, second he walked through the door, with phones out, camera on. And dog paparazzi.
Paparazzi.
This is a private residence. I do not consent.
What?
Pictures?
No. I would say it's not your private residence, so I don't think you have the assumption of privacy.
Nope. In a private residence, you always have the assumption of privacy. It's the exact reason you can't film someone peeing.
That's not the reason.
I got
That's the only reason.
bad news for
And
you.
why?
What was that?
Can I squeeze in?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
Bob?
Thank you.
Hey, no. Be nice.
You're being good. That's all. Don't worry about it.
Kingston.
Don't worry about it.
Oh my gosh, I'm surrounded by puppies.
Best day.
I mean, isn't that the way you want to die?
No.
Yes.
When you're up the pearly gates,
Then
just everyone's
they'll eat
hanging
you.
out like, oh, hey man, what'd you die for?
No.
Got hit by a car.
Dogs don't eat
Hey, what'd
puppies.
you die?
I mean, if they're hungry enough.
Chute didn't open. Dang, that sucks. How'd you die? I died surrounded by puppies. Oh.
Oops, that is the wrong thing to disconnect it. We're gonna get started in about 2 minutes, guys.
Now please play David's Fire.
And gals. Well, we have.
Yes.
There we go. An excellent
Thank you for
chain of events has been
Hey,
posted.
Amazon, order 10 large black dildos.
Wow.
Just make sure he doesn't nibble on the cord.
Oh, it's Alexa. Damn it.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been in your house. I always try to order something for you.
Nice.
You're
Oh, is that
welcome.
why Random Shit shows up?
All the time. No.
Why do I have a-
Do you really random things to show
Why
up?
do I have a subscription all of a sudden to Bad Dragon magazine?
Oh, it's the best magazine. I mean,
Well,
The
it's 'cause,
things women
Alexa
do
just
with
made a
the bad
connection from
dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons to...
Okay.
hey, papas.
Your sister here?
Not yet. I think she's
Hey,
at the gym.
papas.
Or she's hiding
You
in
are
her
not
room.
forgotten.
Yeah, don't forget to attack Bob.
I swear to God, Bob, I will lock you in my room.
Okay, see, he doesn't
Button.
care. See his tail wagging? He doesn't even think it's a threat.
Hi, monkey.
He thinks it's like we're playing a game. I get close to Bob
No.
and he barks at me.
No. I can't.
My girlfriend's mom has a Jack Russell puppy, and it's the same thing.
Yep.
So it's, my dog's grumpy and doesn't want to play, and doesn't, the puppy can't comprehend that.
Yeah. Puppy's like, oh, we're playing a game?
I'm just playing the bark in my face game.
Ow, that's my foot. Yes, thank you for trying to bite my foot. Promise you it doesn't taste good. Watch the cord bumpers. Watch the cord.
Please don't knock over.
I got it.
Yeah, I mean, you have it on this side, not the computer side.
No, I got
Oh, okay.
I got a left hand. I got left and right hand on it.
Gotcha.
He's like trying to like attack something. I don't know. I think he just sees a lot of feet and he doesn't know how to handle it. He's just only seen 2 feet.
He went after my foot.
He just wants to lick it. Just
Oh
FYI.
God, when I had ferrets, they would just, the minute you had a foot in a sock, they would just run straight forward and bite the top of your feet. Just every time.
No.
Oh,
Because of
he's
the sock or
excited to
because
see
of
Bob.
I think it's they saw the sock and thought it was like vaguely
Hey,
ferret shaped, so they're like, oh cool, another ferret to play with,
Oh.
and then
Kingston,
chomp.
come here.
Okay.
Kingston.
But it
Sit.
hurt because they're weasels and they don't let go.
Yeah. Stay. Good boy.
Be nice. You already know Kingston.
You guys have like a whole like game together.
Hi, buddy. I see you.
Granted, he
I'm
was
here.
hiding from the pool more often than not.
My dog was too, like the first 2 hours.
Oh, he got mad at me. He stayed away from the pool as much as possible.
That's how Kingston was for the first 2 hours. Like, dude, I'm not gonna come close to you. I'm not gonna listen to what you say.
This is my dog now.
Which one?
Yours.
No,
Mm-hmm.
it's not how it works.
He's sitting with me.
All right, everybody, let's get started. Eric said that he would be here
Just a
soon.
prostitute.
We got a full
Prostitute
house
this time.
tonight.
He
This
was
is
licking
cool.
my hand.
Prostitute, that's what prostitutes do. I don't look down
Are
on
you
sex
calling
work.
me a prostitute?
I
No,
was
I'm
just
calling my
about
dog.
to say, is he trying to
Calling my
sound
dog
mean to
a
someone
prostitute.
here?
I'm calling my dog a prostitute.
Hey, sex work is work.
Sex work is work. That's what I believe. I don't look down on it. I'm just saying you're being a prostitute right now. Licking people's hands, trying to get money. It's usually really dirty. I always wondered, like, do you ever, like, wash your face?
Very naughty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to, the beard?
I got rid of it. Pissed me off.
Did it say something bad about Diana or something like that?
Sounds like it lost a fight. Good
The
job.
beard owed
I'm
him
glad
money.
you won.
Yeah.
Not like I was worried, but I was a little worried. Yeah.
It was touching you.
I mean, yeah, I haven't shaved in like 2 weeks. It's so nice.
I haven't shaved in like a day and a half. My hair grows fast.
Your beard owed you money, so you took a knife to it.
Can you not
There you go.
try to lick my foot, please? You know, you see all these feet, and you're like, I want to lick them all?
My bad, John.
That's not hypergiant. That's not,
Okay.
I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Everybody ready? Jess, Poe, you guys good?
Uh-huh.
Oh, your mic is so glowy.
I know it gradients. It's very fun.
Ooh, fancy.
And this is the
That's like
this is a downgrade from what you had before?
It's cheaper than what I had before.
What's that before?
isn't that
The
a
Samsung QU2.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Isn't that like a streamer mic that you got?
It was. Let me see. It's like what's it called? A Fit something.
Purdy.
Hey, I'll take it. It was $50 with the boom arm and everything. So
Jess, I
Nice.
love that shirt.
Thank you.
I love it since I first saw you wear it.
hey Jess, I hate that shirt. In fact, I'm a little offended every time I see you wear it.
Well, don't be mad because you can't fit in it.
Whoa!
I mean, I feel called out, but it's really true.
This is mine.
I get
Stop
mad
trying
at
to steal my
everyone's
clothes.
shirts I'm not allowed to fit in, too, so. Speaking of Daz,
Sometimes you
Oh.
just don't fit in.
I have a hard time fitting in, to tell you the truth.
Not with us.
No, with everyone.
Not with us.
They're like freak.
What, you're saying speaking of what? You said
Speaking of shirts, I hate that shirt.
Okay. Thank you. Alright.
Hey, can we calm down, please?
Man, I gained so much weight over the last week and a half or so from Vegas to 4th of July.
Oh,
and
how
all
was
that.
Vegas? I know we're supposed to start, but
It was great.
Yep.
It was a lot of fun.
Eric, have a good time?
He did. Everybody did. Except for Chelsea. Chelsea seems to be on a losing streak that never ends when she gambles.
Oh no.
Stop gambling.
She hasn't won in like 3 years.
That's just, oh, yikes.
Yeah. Like, wanna win, I'll win. Chelsea will just be losing the entire time.
That's
and she's-
perfect.
Yeah.
And, well, she's married, so I'm sure that it all balances out.
It does. Juan earned enough to get himself an OLED TV. Like
Damn.
an 80-inch OLED.
Oh, sick. From the casino?
No,
Oh.
actually, wasn't enough money.
Wasn't
to
enough
buy it.
money to buy one, yeah.
Hi. You comfortable? How's my foot taste? Tickles. Okay, so Marley's observing us today. This is John, my friend, for a while. Yeah, first time at D&D. Are you worried? Are you afraid of us?
A little bit.
So tickles. Oh my goodness.
Kingston! Knock it off.
That's so cute. It just tickles. He's licking my toes.
I know, he's a weirdo.
Hey, don't kink shame, John. It's 2022.
Yeah, he's a weirdo.
Okay.
What character are you playing, by the way?
Silent observer.
The Watcher from Marvel.
Today I will be playing the role of Silent Observer.
That's how I started out.
Nope, that's
Not too long ago.
Jess was a Silent Observer for over a year. And then,
No. No, I was there for a
Like
couple
8 months.
months. Yeah.
Alright, Marley, this is you today. You can scare everybody.
Yay. That is very scary.
Nice. It's a little beat up because it's been rubbing around against other stuff for a while, but yeah.
Yeah, the bad.
Is that Beatrice?
Yeah,
Aw,
I remember you.
that's cute.
Okay. So, calm music aside, last time you had a wild battle against a gigantic crystal dragon named Tiamat, and you won by the skin of your teeth in some cases. Who went down? I'm trying to remember. Somebody went down.
Omega.
Omega went down.
And Millie got down to 1.
Right. You almost died.
Every time.
Okay. None of that. Hey! No.
He's like, I'm supposed to
Millie's
be
so delicate, but she's probably one of the most reckless characters in the campaign.
That is
Millie is definitely the most reckless character. in
The most
campaign.
reckless.
Not even a question.
But also, once a day, the toughest
No.
character in the group. So,
Thank you. I'm jealous. Okay, so after succeeding in downing the dragon and desecrating its corpse and ripping off pieces of it that you're going to fashion into various clothing, even though it was a sentient being until about five minutes prior, you fuckers, you got an airlift out by another dragon that was opposing that one, and they dropped you off at the gates of Ishgard, back in the snow, and you went into the city. And Jess just made me lose my train of thought. Thanks, Jess.
Keep going.
Okay.
Were you thinking about her caboose?
I don't know how to respond to that.
Funny, was a train of thought? I talked about the caboose. I
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I don't have a witty retort. Jess, feel free to hit him for me, okay?
Oh, I'll get right on that.
Right. Okay, so that said, you retired to the Vertelaine estate, and I think we pretty much ended there. Several of you went off to go take baths in the various bathrooms around the house. Some of you got to work writing letters, and Sid, you did something in the last campaign. It's escaping my mind right now.
I
He's at the
asked,
party.
well, yes. I also asked Fremendane about the possible secret room.
That's right. Okay, thank you. All right, so I think that's where we're going to start today. It's the next morning. You all have had a nice night's sleep after fighting a fucking dragon. And
Were our clothes laundered?
yes.
Yeah, if you throw them down the hall, they wind up folded the next morning.
Magically.
Magically, I don't know. Alright, well, my scraped knees healed.
Okay. So, we begin there. Do as you will.
Hey, good morning, everyone.
Okay, we'll get into my room.
Yes, I came to figure out if how quickly we might be able to make a necklace out of the fangs I gave you.
Oh, yeah, we have to get to work on that.
Yeah, how come your room's bigger than mine?
Oh, well, because I picked it first.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
makes
you
sense.
were in prison at the time, so sadly you got whatever's left over.
Oh, no, well, hey, my room's nice. Hey, quick question.
Why did you pick the pantry for your room?
Quick question. That pubic stone, does it only have to be used in the bath?
No, I think a person like you can use it wherever you want.
That's what I wanted to hear, DX. I love it. All right, well, I'm going to go down and get some breakfast if you want to get some breakfast.
Oh, yeah, I'll get some breakfast.
Yeah, let's go wake everyone up.
All right.
Okay. Who's already awake? Who needs waking?
Sid will be down in the kitchen already, so.
Makes sense. It's your house.
I'll need waking.
Okay.
Oh,
That
no.
was for you.
Yeah, I'm ignoring it because I'm still asleep.
Okay.
Hey, Sherwin, did you know you can use the pubic stone not just in the bath? It's the greatest news ever. I'm letting everyone know.
What?
What a pumice stone is, all he does now, but...
It's like Sherman just sort of like,
Ignore the attendant who used a pumice stone on his calluses, and he thought it was pubic stone, and that's what he's been calling it.
Sherman just kind of sits up and just slowly takes off that thing that you wear to sleep. Yeah, and she goes like, Kevin, what are you doing outside my door?
Oh, no, it's me and DX. We're just getting everyone up, going down for breakfast. We're going to talk a little bit. Hey, get up, rise and shine. You know what they say, early bird gets the worm, and we just got one of those yesterday, so get up.
Time is it? Is the sun even up yet?
It's been up for like at least a couple hours.
A couple hours? Why didn't you wake me sooner?
Yeah, I just thought everyone was enjoying their time. My bad.
It's about 7:30 a.m.
It's about 7:30 a.m. I assume the sun rises about 6. Anyway, we're gonna go get some breakfast. You hungry?
It's pricey if you count to 2.
Yes. I'll be down in a moment.
All right. We'll see you down there. Is anyone else not awake? We'll go and knock on every door. Millie?
No, Millie's tuning the piano wherever the piano was.
I look in because not like Millie can talk.
Millie is not in her room.
Good point.
Millie is mute.
She gets a chalkboard.
You knock on Omega's door. If you knock on my door one more time, I'm going to shoot a hole through it, and hopefully you.
Hey, yes. Side shuffle.
Blam!
Hey, roll up and breakfast downstairs if you want. Okay, I'll see you later.
When you look into the hole, Omega's still under the sheets, just pointing her gun at the door. Alright, Millie is downstairs in front of the piano, which has been rolled out into the entryway.
Yay.
The foyer, I should say. Hello, puppy.
Do we have pianos in Cliffside?
Hi. Huh?
Do we have pianos in Cliffside?
Yes. There was one. I have to find your playlist.
Hey, morning, Millie.
Should just be in the messages.
Yeah, somewhere. Anyway.
We're about to go get some breakfast. What are you doing in front of that thing? What do you call that thing again? Thing makes noise. It's
Oh, it's Kingston making a little noise. I'm like, I've never heard Bob make those noises before.
Hi, Bob. Come here, Papa.
Millie's pretty much just ignoring it. She's just like,
Calm down.
she's got her ear to the base of the piano. She's tapping some keys, then diving into the piano to fix some of the strings. And
Beethoven.
That is not Beethoven.
Have you seen More Beloved?
It's Prelude from Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, all of them.
Oh, all of them. Yeah.
No, I didn't mean the song. I meant her putting her ear to the piano.
Ah, gotcha.
Hey, Millie, I didn't know you knew how to play with that thing. Pretty good. Hey, I'm sure
hopefully
you...
dusting it because it's probably dusty as hell, being it's been
Oh,
stored
it's
away.
clean before it was put out.
Sure, you probably earned some gil playing like that down at the bar.
Pathfinder rules, yes.
Anyway, DX and I are about to get some breakfast. You want to come?
Who does it on his face?
Yeah. She'll close up the back of the piano and follow to food.
And the music stops. Suddenly, the background music of the city comes back on.
Oh, hey, Professor.
I just kind of give a absent wave, holding a giant book to my head, like in front of my face, and drinking coffee, pacing through the kitchen.
There's a bowl of, like, really rich-smelling porridge in front of him that hasn't been touched.
Ignored completely.
What you doing there, Professor?
Morning, Kevin. Morning, everybody. I've been up reading, trying to find something.
Well, did you check the last place you left it?
Thing is, the person who left it hasn't been here in a couple 100 years. So,
Hey, I don't understand. How could you lose something you never had?
well, it's, I don't 100% know that it even exists. There's rumors. It's, okay, Kevin, do you know how back in Cliffside, there were rumors about my family and talk that I was a little crazy sometimes?
Yeah, you know, what are rumors? I mean, they've said some bad things about me as well. I don't really listen to rumors. My pa used to always say, you can't trust a rumor as far as you can throw a rumor. And since you can't hold a rumor, you can't throw it, so you can't trust it. Makes sense, right?
Scarily it does.
Yeah.
But
Sid, I always heard that your family was like batshit crazy. It's awesome. This is awesome.
I mean, I wouldn't call it that, Omega, but
Oh yeah, that's all I heard. Batshit crazy, over and over. Those exact words.
Hey, Professor, question. What makes batshit go crazy? Like, is that like something that happens?
I don't know how to answer that, Kevin.
That's the second time that's happened today.
But I've been trying to find some evidence of where this room might be in the house. Reading old journals, trying to find any clue that might show us where it is, or me.
Oh, no, I figured it out. I remember, it was a riddle that they used to have in grade school, but the answer is always a mushroom. Have you tried there? The X knows. I mean, I don't know the riddle, but the answer's the mushroom,
But
right?
The room has no doors and no windows.
No doors, no windows. Mushroom. Does your room you're looking for have a door or a window?
Likely not, actually.
Well, then, like I said, answer is the mushroom. I hope it's a mushroom. Sorry.
Since when do I give you wish fulfillment?
Anyway, we're gonna go get some breakfast. If you're hungry, it looks like you haven't touched your porch.
Hey, I'm not super hungry, but honestly, you gave me something to think about there, Kevin. Millie, I told you I owed you answers as well. If we find this room, I might be able to tell you something.
Sherbin's made her way downstairs from her room, and she's wearing one of the robes or bedroom robes that they gave them, but they're not really fitted for her. They're more fitted for an Elizan. So it looks a little awkward, but she's doing her best.
Your tail's like sticking way out. It's like holding it up like a fucking tent behind it.
Pretty much, yeah.
They're still draping to the floor because of the height.
She's kind of a mix between a dragon and a normal like human person, but she's got like horns and scales on her body. Not entirely.
Well, I'm gonna head back. I'm gonna head back to the library and do some more reading, but I might end up in the cellar. Thinking about what you're talking about, Kevin. If anybody wants to help, feel free. Excuse me. Head out. Go to the library.
Yeah. After breakfast, maybe. All right, bye. Well, you look like he was doing something crazy.
Yeah, I know. He was lost in thought. And Millie, what's this secret he's going to tell you? Back to Timo's lair for more loot? That doesn't sound like a secret to me. That sounds more like a plan of action.
It does sound like a plan of action. Not a secret at all. And if it was a secret, how come we all know already? Who are you trying to keep that secret from?
Not us.
Not us.
Oh, yeah, we're in the circle.
Now, every girl is entitled to her secrets.
Bro, what do you wear, Sherwood? I mean, looks nice. Is that like normal for around here?
Yes. Didn't you also get the robe with your room?
Yeah. Is that what that was? I mean, honestly, I couldn't really fit into it. And the last time I walked out naked, you kind of got mad at me, so I figured, I might as well put on some clothes this time.
Oh, it's very thoughtful of you.
Always trying to learn something. Anyway, we're gonna go grab some breakfast.
That's a wonderful idea. I think I smell it.
Several of the servants have just been silently kind of standing in the kitchen waiting for people to give them, food orders and things of that nature. Most just too terrified to butt into your conversations.
Oh, well, hey, could I get an order of, actually 2 orders of cheeseburgers? Or cheeseburgers, right?
Cheeseburgers, yeah.
Cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
Cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
Cheeseburgers.
You want to wrap your mouth around something hot and juicy, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's right. I love wrapping my mouth around something hot and juicy. I mean, the bigger the better, when it sinks in your mouth and you really get it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it hits the back of your throat and you choke a little bit, but it just means you got to put it in a little bit more.
It takes a little practice.
It does take a little bit of practice. More time. Exactly. Like maybe you take. Anyway, it's delicious. If you haven't tried it, you should get some.
From your mouth to Bob's ears, Kevin.
You look delighted.
So much.
Eggs, please. She
Eggs,
called it
please,
eggs
Benedict.
Benedict, or is she asking for eggs Benedict?
I don't know what either of those things are.
No, we heard of eggs. We know what eggs are.
No, I know what eggs are, but a Benedict? I know. Do we have a Benedict back in Cliffside? It sounds like it's a family name.
Well, if there is one, we probably don't hang out with them because they're jerks.
Ah, good point. That Benedict guy. He had a friend Arnold, and they always tried to betray us. Benedict Arnold, remember?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, never forget.
Miller, why are you trying to eat Benedict Arnold?
Hey, don't say
Oh,
cannibalism.
you're right. I don't. Weird, but okay.
Sometimes you have to do what you got to do.
Why? No, I wake up then. Why not? Hey, you do what you got to do.
Okay. With that, one of the servants gets to work trying to figure out how to make eggs Benedict, something that they've never made before, but they just throw some stuff together for you and begin cooking it. Was anyone else ordering anything?
Sherbin will have scrambled eggs with some toast, jelly butter, and bacon. With milk and juice.
You see one of the household servants just writing down notes and like nodding with everything that you say. Oh, we can do that. Thank you for having an easy order. And they walk away, begin to cook. They disappear into the kitchen rather than from the dining room.
Wait, you didn't get DX's order.
Oh, no, it's okay. I grab Sid's porridge, start eating it.
Right, and what would you like? Or should we surprise you?
I said 2 cheeseburgers, please.
Right, I forgot already.
No, it's okay. It happens.
I believe that's something that they make in the broom. I can go find a recipe.
Why would you make something in a broom? How does something be made in a broom?
No.
This makes no sense.
You can't use a broom to make cheeseburgers.
No,
It's going to catch on fire.
Are you catching things on fire around here? This just makes no sense.
It's like
Okay, no problem.
separate feet.
I just don't understand these people with the first they're lies in the town, now they're trying to make things in brooms. It just makes no sense.
But you know what? Things are improving.
Things are improving.
Yeah.
Oh, look on the bright side. I like
No.
that, DX. You're right. Things are improving.
Yes. Yeah, they know it too. Anyway, a little while goes by, and they all bring in your orders. Your eggs Benedict looks more like really, really scrambled eggs with way more milk than it needs to, and a little bit of hollandaise sauce on the side.
So they could make hollandaise sauce, but they still fucked it up.
That's the hardest part, too.
Yeah.
And they bring you a couple of cheeseburgers, and they look like really fucking exquisite burgers, like the $6 burgers back when they actually were less than $6 burgers at Carl's Jr.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you remember those?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like the big
patty, like the big patty patty?
I was picturing just filet mignons on buns.
No. That's a different cut of meat. Anyway, so and it's got some shredded Gruyere cheese on it.
Chemical the extra.
I take a bite. Ugh. I take off the cheese. I messed up the order, but burger's still as good as I remember it.
Okay.
Are you choking on it?
I wasn't that excited.
No, that was the two beneath.
Oh, Salad Nice to meet you.
Well, congratulations, you now have a servant.
You can't open your mouth. Now you're playing. Now, do you got something to eat over there?
I'm your captain.
Oh my gosh. Kevin's never had one of those before.
Oh, I'm awake. You must always be out. So what happens when I go to sleep?
That's when you touch yourself. Wait, never mind. Sorry, I realized that was...
So if I fall down to 0 HP, do you disappear? Because I go unconscious?
I think it's something clever. Alright. You guys asked for a shopping episode, that's all I'm saying.
A shopping and political intrigue episode.
They said that, they told me, they actually specifically asked me, like, hey, it's been pretty stressful the last several sessions. Can we have, like, a low stress kind of just party session?
I wasn't stressed. If Kevin dies, that means a new character.
Or just a non-combat stress, you know.
Oh, okay.
There's different things that could happen.
Political intrigue
Yeah.
is one of my favorites.
Political suicide.
Wow, that was dark.
So after
This
this
is hard.
breakfast, hey, DX, you want to go downstairs and try to help Professor out with whatever he's trying to find?
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that, Kevin, because that whole mushroom thing makes sense, right? Because if there's no door and no window, it might just be a hollow space in the house. So we might be able to find it with some etheric resonance principles if we apply it through the tools that we have.
What? Yes, I agree. Yes, I agree.
To the cellars!
To the cellars!
They take off like Adam West, Batman, and Robin.
Sherman's just gonna lean over to Millie and ask, "What are they talking about? The seed-growing mushroom in the cellars?"
As she's ready her response, the two of you run down to the cellars and quickly realize that none of the torches are lit, and it's very dark down here.
Oh, okay. Well, then I trip down the stairs.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, I'm running down the
yeah, and I'm running after him, so I trip as well.
Didn't sit.
Roll a dexterity saving throw, both of you.
This dude probably just brought his own
Does he
light.
like dark vision or something?
Somebody's got a
11.
magic light that he can summon to follow him.
11.
You're 11.
What are we doing here?
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh, okay, that's my jam.
Oh, thank God.
Ooh, nat 20.
Awesome. Oh!
Give
Okay.
some limit.
Yay!
Yes, I like that.
Fall down the stairs, but front flip and land on your feet anyway.
I was gonna say, you trip over the stairs, but you put out your hands and end up doing a cartwheel down the stairs and land on your feet perfectly unharmed. Meanwhile, Kevin just rolls down the stairs like takes 2 points of damage.
Oh, it kind of feels like when I pull out my dark sword.
And even though you landed perfectly, Kevin runs into you, bowls you over, and you fall on your ass.
Oh, sorry there, DX.
No, it's okay. I've fallen there before.
Oh, it's kind of dark. I didn't bring my torches.
Okay, well, let me see if I got something. So I'm gonna get my little aether converter. I'm gonna try to like glow it up a little bit so they got like a soft pale blue light, kind of dimly.
Oh, what is that thing?
You used it to work in the dark before in Cliffside after hours.
So do we see anything? I mean,
Yeah.
is
Now that
Lord
you're
Birdland
down in
here?
the cellar area,
Yeah.
it's relatively bare down here. You can see dimly in front of you for about 15 feet. The cellar has, it's not a lot that's interesting down here. It seems they store dry food. There's some furniture that probably hasn't been put out for quite some time. It looks like they've moved some broken things down here while they're waiting to be repaired, probably for hundreds of years. And
Tell me there's at least 1 foot locker.
there is a Foot Locker there, but you can't afford any of the shoes they sell.
Nope.
That checks out.
Is there really a foot locker there?
Sure, there's a Foot Locker.
I think I see a foot locker. Hold on. And I try to stomp through it.
Oh.
Good callback,
Okay.
huh?
Yeah, I knew you were going to do that too, which is great because as soon as you stomp into the Foot Locker, you disrupt the nest of spiders that were in there.
Oh!
They crawl up your legs. About 1,000 of them.
No, the extra block.
Okay,
Oh, God.
back away as far as I can from him.
The extra.
You're being bitten all over by spiders.
I'm trying to like wipe them off.
Okay.
One time we needed Fifi's fireball.
Yes, where's Lan Fifi when you need her? She's
Mm.
a summoner that can shoot out fireballs. Okay, so you eventually smash all of the spiders on you that were biting you. You knock them off. The rest of the spiders scurry away elsewhere. You take 2 points of damage from spider bites. And I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna get more interested in here than fighting the dragon. 18 plus 7 to 25.
Okay, with your amazing Constitution, you're able to fight off the Ishgardian Widow poison.
Oh!
I wasn't going to give you the chance to say they're just widows, Chris. Don't worry.
You see all those spiders, DX?
Yeah, I saw them, Kevin.
There's a lot of spiders.
Yeah, did you kill them all?
I hope. I look down. Is there anything in is there a hole? Is there like a secret passage?
Is there a secret passage in the Foot Locker that you just smashed? That was full of
Kevin, man.
spiders? No, there's not.
Dang it!
If you had rolled in that one,
I
it
mean,
would have been recluses.
You know, I thought last time we checked the foot lockers, we found some. I was hoping this
There-
time too there might be
There
a
are
magical key.
metal
Yeah,
rods
that makes
are
sense.
inside of the Foot Locker, though. It's kind of hard to see since the X backed off.
Yeah, okay, so once he says that the spiders are gone, I'll come back up and try to look around and see what's
What are those things, DX?
What things? What?
I'm pointing out the metal. I'm pointing at the metal rods. I don't know. They look like long, hard, cylindrical objects.
Oh well, let me touch them. I'm pretty familiar with those.
You are, yeah. You work with them all the time.
Yeah. What are these?
They are elongated metal objects covered in soot. They look to be a set of fireplace pokers.
Oh, they're pokers for a fireplace.
What?
Yeah, and they weren't clean. See all the soot? You don't get this from a Foot Locker.
No, you don't. God, I mean, Sid really should get his help to clean up more around here.
Yeah, Beatrice is okay, but that Fremendane, I'm starting to wonder about him.
You actually hear footsteps running up towards you guys and sliding in and looking. It's Fremendane. Is everyone all right in here?
Hey, it's dark. Why? How come nothing's turned on?
There's torches on the wall that you could light. What happened?
Well, Kevin rolled down the stairs, and then he smashed into the Foot
That's
Locker,
right.
and all the spiders came out and attacked him.
A lot of spiders. Yeah.
a lot of spiders, and I don't appreciate that.
No, I don't.
All right, what all seems to be in order?
Okay.
Carry on.
Yeah.
He walks away.
No, you carry on, because
Wait.
these things are dirty, and I just called you out on them.
Well, look how dirty these things are.
That's why they're down here rather than being used upstairs where the cleaner utensils are.
Wait, you're supposed to eat with those things? That sounds disgusting.
Not food.
Oh, what type of people are you?
You're absolutely right, sir. My deepest apologies.
Oh, see, I thought these were
Anyway.
for the fireplace. Now, I don't understand.
I thought they were, me either. It's so weird, right?
Right.
Putting weird things on top of burgers, trying to eat with pokers.
Yes.
At least we don't have these torches on the wall.
Yeah.
Like the torches.
Okay, Fremendane, I'm going to pass him the
He walked
pokers.
away. He left. Fremendane walked. I just said that.
Hey,
backed away.
Fremendane, come back!
He comes back.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Take the pokers.
You throw it at him.
You
All
better,
right.
you better
Okay,
clean
hold
up.
on.
Lord Verdelane
Holy shit.
deserves clean.
He goes
He
to
deserves
catch
a
it.
clean poke.
He goes to catch it. It rolls a natural 1. And instead of catching it, it impales his arm.
Ow! Wait! I touch it. Are you supposed to leave it or pull it out? Pull it out, right?
Pull it
He just starts screaming.
You're fine,
Blood
you're fine.
spurting out of his arm.
You're fine. I know medical stuff.
See, this is why Beatrice should be in charge.
I got 3. Yeah, it's right. I got survival skills, and I try to help stop the bleeding.
Sure, go ahead. Oh, God.
Yeah, 19.
19. Okay, Kevin has a surprisingly gentle touch when it comes to dressing a wound. You're able
It's not
to-
giving Malcolm out this time.
You pull out-
Resuscitating.
You pull out some of the bandages from your pack
Mhm.
and you clean out the wound, which was full of soot, and then you bandage it up. Well, you stabbed him with a poker that I said was full of soot. Bandage it up, and he completely pale looking, more so than normal. Thank you, and he walks away.
No, wait, Vermigate, you gotta be much more careful. You know, this is why you're supposed to clean things, because that never would have happened had it not been dirty. I mean, what, DX, right?
Exactly. If they had done the right thing and got clean utensils for Lord Verdelane, this would not have happened.
Exactly. It's so hard to get good help around these days, right?
You know, I don't think I have enough blood to sit here and argue, so I'll just say okay and walk away.
Okay, if you need more blood, I got a lot in my body somehow. I can give you some.
Somehow. Why, look, you got extra blood.
That doesn't know how it works.
He leaves.
He develops soot poisoning.
Alright, so we figured out the room, so it might be here. Do I just push on everything? Like, does it have like a hidden switch?
Well, let's see what we can do here. So I'm going to pull out my gun, and I take off the slide, and I take another unit, put it on there, and I take my little clicker that I use, and attach it to it. And what I'm trying to do is make like a radar
Flamethrower?
thing. No, like a little stud finder type of thing.
That's awesome.
Aim it at Kevin. It beeps a little bit.
No.
Oh,
No, it does not.
yeah!
No, it does not.
What's that thing?
Well, this might
No dad
help
jokes.
Lord Verdelane find that hollow in the house that we were talking about. The etheric resonance principle.
Millie's just sitting upstairs like, why does
the mushroom!
timer keep going off?
Yes, the mushroom. How? I'm not gonna ask how it works. I just know it works because you made it.
Right.
So what do we do?
Well, let's find Lord Verdelane and give him the thing so he can search for it.
All right, Lord Verdelane. Wait, which one's Lord Verdelane again? The professor. Oh, I'm not used to calling him that. It's just weird, right? He's always just been a professor.
Yeah, but now it turns out that he's more than just a professor.
Oh, we don't gotta treat him any different, do we?
No. I mean, I'm sure he would like us to, but no.
There's nothing that's higher than professor.
Oh! I heard a voice!
Yeah, Lampy, were you in that Foot Locker with the spiders?
Fifi, you've been down here? How long have you been down here?
Look, I'm short. Sometimes you guys just don't notice me.
That's probably right. Anyway, we're trying to find this mushroom. For Sid, it's lost. But DX came up with something with a lot of words. But it means it probably works. And it's gonna help us out find hidden walls. Now we just gotta find the professor.
I will.
Sid, you can hear them yelling. Mostly you can hear Kevin yelling from the cellar as you're walking by. About to go upstairs, you hear it coming from the lower portion.
We've never talked about this before. But now she's getting.
I just like Kevin and Helen together. I'm like, what?
I divert my path, still reading as I walk, into the kitchen, trying to put the empty coffee cup down on the table, miss the table, ignore it, keep going, down the cellar steps.
You pass Fernandine, who looks ghostly pale as he's just kind of holding his arm and walking upstairs.
Morning, Fernandine. I hope you have a great day. Dancing lights as I walk down the cellar steps.
Okay, so the dancing lights erupt out in front of you and give off light. It's 30 feet, right? Or is it 15?
I think it's 15.
15 of...
or maybe 30 dim. I think that might be
30 feet of dim light, 15 feet of bright light? I think that's right.
I don't think it was any bright light.
Okay, whatever. Look it up for me. Okay, you head down to the cellar and you see DX and Kevin there.
And Fifi.
And Fifi. Sorry, she's short.
Well, you guys have beaten me down here and seem to have broken a footlocker.
We killed spiders. You're welcome. And why do your people eat food with fire pokers?
You see a bloody fireplace wood poker on the ground, covered in soot and probably Fremendane's blood, is what you assume.
Anyway, DX came up with a great idea on how to find your mushroom. I'll let him explain it. I mean, I would, but it'd probably go over your head.
This is the longest running dad joke ever.
Okay,
The stud finder. Thank you.
Normally I would question why you stabbed Fremendane, but...
Oh, he stabbed himself, alright? He just... If he kept things clean, I don't want to say it, but you should probably look to get some better help around here. I mean, look at this place. This is so dusty and dirty. I mean, Georgine would never put up with something like this dirty. And she puts up with some dirt.
Yeah, that's what she says.
Georgine's my wife.
So, what'd you come up with, Reyes?
I was getting worried there.
That's too many hits in the head. You know, always has an extra A.
Campaign he was referring to as Georgina, even though he wrote that her name is Georgine. Georgine.
I don't know, man. Sometimes
it's okay. It's your own backstory.
My own backstory, I can't remember it.
Yeah. Well, Master Alcido, it's good that you're here with us finally. We were thinking about that mushroom conundrum that Kevin had come up with, and I think I have something that might assist you. I'm going to hand him the little sonar gun.
Oh, this is interesting. First of all, please never call me that again.
Oh, I'm sorry, Master Alcido. Did I offend you?
Oh,
No,
Master Alcabundo. Yes. And DX came up with a great thing.
We'll address that later. Okay, Deus, what'd you come up with?
Okay, well, so what I did is I combined some violent firepower with the clicker technology that Millie and I use to communicate when she's off on scouting missions. And I think that with the etheric crystal that's in the housing, it should be able to send out a resonance wave to the wall and then bounce back if there's an obstruction. If it doesn't bounce back and click, then there might be a hollow there, which is where the mushroom will be.
Right, so what he's trying to say is if you point the thingy at the wall and hit the button, something will happen, and when it doesn't happen, that's when we got something.
I'm impressed. This is interesting. Why not? Well, let's give it a shot.
Yes. I would recommend not putting it at your face at point blank range.
Duly noted.
Further away.
Yeah, but anyway, we'll leave you to it. Hopefully that'll assist.
Venture complete.
By the way, when are we having this the party?
That was Fremendane's area of expertise. I figure he might need a little bit of time to recover.
All right.
You guys don't have to leave. I mean, if I find it, you're more than welcome to see what I find. But I really don't know.
I thought it was a secret between you and Millie.
No. I mean, I don't know if any of you have noticed the other portraits around here and seen how they look a little different from me, but kind of same at the same time. It's a long story, and finding this room might go a long way to helping me explain.
Oh.
They're new to the city, and they found out that his family about 400 years ago lived here, and they've just inherited their old estate. That's what's happening.
I see, a mystery. I like a mystery.
Me too.
I'm gonna try pointing that gun around.
Okay.
I hope
Really?
it picks up some badgers.
Venture complete.
Some badgers?
Yeah, I hope the mushroom gun picks up some badgers.
Watch out for the snakes.
Mushroom.
Oh, you stinking badgers.
Badgers. I'm sure you're picturing that movie, but instead of guns, everybody's walking around pointing badgers at people. Okay. Are they honey badgers though? Oh my gosh! This sandwich that I ordered earlier, this is the fucking worst. I ordered honey mustard and they gave me regular.
That's the connection. I was like,
That is
That's
wildly
just
different.
It's terrible. I bit into it and I was very sad.
And Jersey Mike's is
good on its own
yeah.
with some dippable chicken.
I agree. Honey mustard and chicken.
Honey mustard's amazing.
Yeah, but wow, that's
But it's
But
definitely
like
not
if you got
interchangeable.
mustard, it would just be it would ruin everything.
Yeah.
If that's what you were
It was
expecting.
not what I was expecting when I bit into it. Anyway, back to the game, because that's related. Sid, as you are pointing your little clicker around that Deus gave you, you hear little clicking sounds as you're pointing it at various areas, but none of the sounds seem remotely different. Meanwhile, Millie, wherever
Venture
you are,
complete.
little clicks are going off in every few seconds or so.
Totally not matching the code that we've established.
However,
Take out the unit and be like, what the fuck?
I want you to roll an investigation check for me. So they look at their character sheet, and there's a skill on there called investigation, and it's got a number next to it. So they roll one of these. You can roll it, go ahead. And they add their number to it, and I tell them what happens.
Oh, how do you know what happens based on the number?
That'd be a 22.
22. Okay, so like in my head, I'm like, all right, he needs to get above 15 for me to give him the hint I'm about to give. He got 22.
Wow.
So, I come up with all the shit basically. All right, you for whatever reason, your intuition has you point the stud finder at the door to the vault, which is down here. And even though the click isn't any different, maybe it's the way that the wind moved through here or something, but you just feel like there might be something in there.
I go put my hand on the vault to that lock mechanism that from before.
Okay. And a door that was previously unknown to the two of you, you slowly see a line of light open in the wall before it opens to reveal another room behind it.
Oh, I didn't bring my swords.
I doubt there's going to be any problems here, Kevin. If it makes you feel better, take. If it makes you feel better, take the fireplace poker.
Good idea. Improvised weapon.
Was that the opening to
Okay,
the
you
vault,
know, fire
or was that
1d4 damage?
Awesome.
Was that the vault door, or was that something separate?
That was the door to the vault.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because you've already been there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What you see in there is you see lots of flecks of gold, but flecks of gold all over the place, in high up areas on the wall, on the floor. But there are piles of gold coins in here that are much more neatly sorted, many of which are in bags. But the piles that are in here now suggest that they're much smaller than the piles of gold that were in here before. So, the room it's mostly gold coins. There's also some furniture in here, suits of armor, I believe I said before. There are some mannequins that have been stripped of what they were wearing.
Oh, careful! Professor, watch out! And I just try to stab one of the mannequins.
Your fireplace poker goes right through the mannequin.
I got him!
Close, Kevin. These people have no faces.
Oh my God! There's monsters down here.
The dais, Kevin. While we're looking, if there's anything in here that catches your eye, feel free.
You may all roll investigation checks.
Oh.
Why is my clicker going crazy?
I need to get down there. What do I do with my D20? 16. I think I have -1 to investigation. 15.
Well, it's still good.
15.
Yeah, it's 13.
18.
Okay. Looking around, you don't... Wait, you got the 13 or the 15?
I got the 15.
15, you got
I
15.
got 13, yeah.
Okay. Dais, you're just kind of distracted by the gold, but not...
It's a lot of cheeseburgers.
Yeah, there's not really a lot around here. Kevin, surprisingly enough, notices that there's many symbols carved alongside the wall about at chest height for him. And they're very small symbols every foot or so, every foam, that's a foot in this world, along the wall, literally surrounding the room, and every single picture is slightly different.
Oh! Hey, Professor! Someone drew stupid pictures all over this room. You should probably get your servants to come clean them up. I mean, at least if you're going to draw some pictures, make them all look the same.
With your 18 roll, when Kevin points that out, you notice that they're not drawn on the walls, they are carved, and they do appear to be various plants and animals that are just around here. No, you are here. Hello.
Ah, good morning! Hey, you want the servants to make you some breakfast?
No, thank you.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah.
They'd be happy to make you burgers if you like.
For breakfast?
Yeah?
Got eggs on it. Breakfast burgers.
What's wrong with having a burger for breakfast? I've only had 3 in my life, and this 4, and this 4th one has been pretty good. Although they do put some, what they said, Gary cheese on it. Some dairy cheese, and it's not good. It's disgusting. Don't have it. Just take the cheese off. Delicious.
Gary cheese.
Welcome to D&D, everyone.
You.
This is literally what every session is like.
I apologize.
No, you don't.
I don't.
Okay, so, that's what you see.
Can I...
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, can I cast Detect Magic?
Sure. You detect magic, and you basically make like a director's viewfinder kind of box with your fingers as you're looking around the wall. And sure enough, that line of images that you see there has very faint magic associated with it.
Does it look like it's congregating in any particular area, or just the same all around?
It's like a line of magic just kind of around. You're not really sure what kind of magic it is. It's very faint, but it's there.
Kevin takes out a rag and is trying to wipe off one of the pictures. It's not coming out. It's almost like it's carved in there.
I will go back to the gun.
Professor, you okay?
Millie, you get now a series of clicks. It's 3 clicks.
I am now assuming that Deus is telling you they're returning to my position for some reason.
All right.
The singular clicks that were intermittent were clear, continuing, safe to progress. It's just like, thanks, I don't need to know that. We're in Sid's house. Stop telling me.
Okay.
Unless they're more than 100 feet away, then the signal's not strong enough.
No, they're about within that.
Well, and let's just say it's been powered up because of the stuff.
Melinda! I don't think she even noticed that Kingston's here.
Nope, probably not. Want me to go let her know?
No, it's okay, I'll text her. Anyway, it doesn't do anything for you, Sid. You have no idea what it's doing.
What exactly are those things?
Well, I mean, they're charged with some kind of magic, so I don't know if they're warding it or if they're pointing towards where this might be.
Oh, maybe it's like that puzzle thing, the riddle with the mushroom. Maybe this is like a riddle. What did all the symbols mean?
Do I recognize any of the symbols?
It appears to be various plants and animals. You don't see any ones that repeat. Relax.
My legs are so sore. It better be important.
It is important. Look under the table.
Hi, buddy. My legs are sore, but I'll get that for you. Hi. You know me. Come here. Yeah. Why are you cool?
Because he just got neutered. Well, got neutered last week.
Anyone else hear that weird voice?
I think that's one of the servants. I told her to go get some food. Ow!
Everybody's conscience just becomes audible today.
Nope.
Wait, is she the angel and she the devil, or the other way around?
Take turns.
Okay.
Switch.
Come.
I'm a switch.
Come. Kingston. Oh, doesn't like you.
Okay. Well, you got the switch. There you go. Anytime. All right. So, what were you doing with that knowledge?
Do I see any handprints like the one that would have gotten us into the vault?
No. You don't see any handprints. You don't see any disturbances. This room was kept relatively clean aside from a coating of dust.
Is it like a pattern or something that like they repeat? Or trying to think of all the riddles that people tried to solve. Is there an empty place where one would go? Do those things mean anything about your family?
Well, I don't see any of them repeating.
I mean, anything, like, is there one where you can put one? Can you touch it? And I go to try to touch one. And push it.
What'd you press?
An
animal, plant, what?
Plant. Okay. No, I would have touched an animal. Any, like, cool animals?
Yeah.
I'm gonna touch one of the cool animals.
Cool. You press your finger into a tiger. It doesn't move.
I try to push harder.
Is there a Popoto?
Yes, there are Popotos up here.
There's a Popoto one?
Yeah.
I'll go to the Popoto one.
Okay, you go all the way across the other side of the room and press that and nothing happens.
I take out my Popoto and try to smash it in.
Okay, you now smeared Popoto on the wall.
Did it do anything?
No.
I tried everything. I don't know why these symbols are even here. Now someone has to clean up the Popoto off the wall.
Is you said it's pretty dusty down here?
There's a thin coat of dust. Yeah.
Would there be enough for me to kind of throw into the air if I scooped up?
Yes, I know.
Do that.
With this.
See if there's any wind, any air current.
Okay, you throw up the dust in the air, and it just kind of settles back down to the floor.
You want me to hit it?
I don't know where I don't know where we're hitting.
With my poker?
I mean, these images are all around the room.
Are there any books that you have that have all these images in there?
Can we like try to int check or something to see if we can figure out or investigate maybe?
Oh yeah, you're there too. I keep forgetting because of how short you are. Investigation check.
Say that again.
I'm serious. I keep forgetting that she's there.
But what'd you say about rolling or whatever?
You can roll an investigation check. I think I'll have Marley make all of my offensive rolls so that you can blame her when you guys get hurt.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
she agreed too eagerly.
Yes.
All I have is a fire poker
I
right now,
want John
okay?
to suffer. Because he's made me
It's
suffer
21.
today,
Oh,
like
what-
in the past couple hours.
What did he do?
He brought it
We're
to
not
you.
talking about it.
Okay. I'm not really sure how to take that.
I don't know what I did either, so.
Let's find
You're
out
welcome. Let's find out together. Hold these fingers.
Whatever it is, I hope you guys were safe.
It's a good kind of suffering.
It's a 21.
21.
Nice.
Okay, you're it's a little bit closer to eye level to you, almost.
I think Chris is not in there.
Jimmy's
in there.
I know, but I'm gonna wait.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so, about eye level to you, you look around and nothing really stands out to you except for the fact that you heard Deus and Kevin talking about mushrooms earlier, and you spot a fungus on the wall.
A living fungus or an image of a fungus?
A carved fungus image in the wall.
I'm gonna go look at it more closely, I guess.
Okay. You look at it. It appears to be a mushroom.
What were you guys saying about mushrooms?
Okay, so the riddle. DX knows how it goes.
Oh, yeah. So, what kind of room has no doors and no windows?
A mushroom.
I'm gonna push the mushroom.
Okay. When you push the mushroom,
Shut up.
nothing happens.
Is there a carving of a jar?
Yes, there is.
Press it.
Okay. You press a jar. Nothing happens.
Is there an egg? One with all the popular riddles.
There are no eggs. Except for spider eggs that are laid in some of the
Excellent.
crevices.
Does there seem to be any kind of correlation between the pictures, like prey and predator, food for,
Roll an intelligence check.
nat 20.
Build that mirror. Build it.
Speaking of,
Which would be 27 total.
Dang, it's level 2 limit break. What does that do?
that was a lot of nat 20s.
We gotta hold out to level 3 because that's max, and I just need to now know what it does.
That just means that when we get into battle, I'm just going to roll all the nat 1s.
Yeah,
we
I know.
lose all
All of it
progress.
when you use it.
But I mean,
No.
in when we take a rest, how many?
No, now we just stop at 2.
A long rest you lose 2.
Yeah,
A short rest you lose 1. But you're at a
Right.
check.
We're at a check
Oh,
that.
we gotta go save.
Stop it. Hey,
Kingston, come here. Kingston.
Kingston's fine.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Don't get whacked by the wire. It's okay.
So one.
Well, yeah, there's a wire hanging down, and he was like getting bumped in the face by it. So
Gotcha.
it's okay,
Can
buddy.
I move it?
Yeah, you can move it.
I just don't want him to try to chew on it. He won't if I'm here.
Okay. With your natural 20, you notice every 4 images seems to be a creature on the food chain. Oh, yeah. Cool. It's a creature on the food chain, and you spot what appears to be the apex of the food chain, which is a drawing of an elephant. In this case, not a drawing, but a carving of an elephant, and that seems to be in like the center of the wall to the left of you.
I will go and push and touch that.
Okay. You need one.
There's one in his car.
Okay. So when you press it, you hear a small hum. Like, for about one or 2 seconds, you just hear a like a tuning fork.
So it wasn't a da 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 da.
No, it was not the Legend of Zelda tone. Think she's enjoying herself, John?
Yeah, I think so. She's quite kissy.
If I follow around the food chain, kind of go along the way, touching each one in turn, from lowest to highest, the Elgin, in sequence.
You're going from lowest to highest?
Lowest to highest.
Okay. You don't hear any tones when you start with the lowest. The lowest on the food chain happens to be the mushroom.
Well, am I the only one who heard that sound, by the way?
No. Everyone who was in the room heard it. Bob. No.
Professor, what'd you do?
No.
Well, I touched this picture of the Ellis, and it seems like all around the room, it's the food chain, basically, or evolutionary chain, or any kind of, just some kind of chain that goes from the mushroom all the way up to the Ellison.
Of course it's an Ellison.
We are in Ishgard.
Hey, and what happened when you touched the Elizan?
Well, did you hear that humming sound, Kevin? That's what happened.
Oh, I thought that was you.
I thought that was DX too.
Oh,
DX
can
used
we
to happen when she's
try and
breaking things.
investigate to see if something changed?
Sure. Nothing seems to have changed.
Master Alcido, what if you go from the Ellison down to the mushroom?
Go ahead, I'll do that.
Okay. When you begin pushing them in that order, you push the Ellison first, and once again, everyone in that room begins hearing the hum. Then you go about 4 spots down and press the next one, which happens to be the next lowest in the food chain. In this case, it appears to be a large ape of some sort. Another hum. This continues going all the way around the room until you get to the mushroom, and you press that last, and the room begins to shake. The floor lowers.
Oh! Something happened! I grab on something! I poke her! I try to poke into the wall.
It doesn't stick.
We're gonna die!
Easy, Kevin. Easy, Kevin.
Is the room stretching?
Are we gonna look up?
So yes, it is basically the Haunted Mansion in this case. It's not stretching, but it's lowering. So, and then
That's so funny.
the outermost section of the stone stops. The rest continues. Several more foams down. The next outermost stops, and the rest continues. And Kevin almost trips and falls on his face when this happens, but he doesn't. And then finally, the middle of the room lowers low enough that there is now a door visible in front of you that was in the stone.
Are you saying the platform shrunk as it descended?
So here's the platform. Let's just say, like, here's the platform, right? This outer section stopped. The middle section kept going. Then that outer section stopped, and the middle kept going.
Exactly.
Yes, thank you. So that's basically what happened. And then as soon as the very middle portion got low enough, you see that there is a door in front of you.
There.
All of the gold and stuff that was stored in here, however, has now fallen over and spilled everywhere.
It stopped moving. Who stopped it from moving?
I think this is what it's meant to do, Kevin.
Oh, is this what you were looking for?
If it isn't, this is a very, very intricate closet.
Well, be careful. Just stay behind me. If there's something behind that door, I got a poker. I swear I can kill something with it.
I don't think you're going to be able to open that door, Kevin.
I wonder if your family's skeletons will be in the closet.
I sincerely hope not. Do I see any handles or any handprints for the door?
No, in fact there's not a door. It's not a physical door. It's a doorway. Like there's no door covering it. You can just walk in. It's not lit.
I have my dancing lights.
Right. So it's not lit normally. Your dancing lights are there, however. And you can see it appears to be a hallway leading downwards. So a stairway leading downwards, I should say.
How far down do we come in the room?
You are about 10 fulms below where you started.
Oh, 10 phones. Okay. All right. Well, Mr. Alcido, can I have my sonar gun back, please?
Absolutely, Deus, and please call me Sid.
Which they only descended 10
Oh,
feet.
but you
from-
told me to call you Master Alcido.
Okay.
I don't recall that.
Oh, it is as you say. My apologies. I must be mistaken. Yeah, I'm gonna break my gun down, and then I'm gonna click it 3 times for Millie.
Okay. The reception is poor, so it comes through as 2 clicks. You're in like a dead
so
zone.
confused.
You have hazards ahead, and you're continuing, and I should proceed with caution. I'm
I don't
very
know what your
confused.
actual. I haven't memorized what your click order is, but that's great.
So Millie's got that just on the table. She's taking it apart, being like, "What the fuck?"
Stop.
Where are you going?
Relax.
Millie and Sherman are just sitting there having coffee.
Okay.
All right, Professor, you think we should go in?
I am. I can't force you guys to.
I'm coming.
Yeah. Maybe we should get the others in case there's more to this than meets the eye.
But how are they supposed to get down?
Oh, like this. Click, 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 click. 3 times.
It gets stuck, so it comes through as beep, 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 beep. It's like Morse code.
That doesn't make any sense. So.
Hey, Ferdinand!
My name is Franz.
Yeah, Ferdinand! Can you get the other people from our party? We think they need to see
There's nobody
something.
up there. I was just making a joke.
Oh. Can you hear me?
I think he went to go recover, Kevin.
Recovered? I mended him up real nice. Anyway, let's go in. Hope people come.
I like to buy
Hopefully we'll be safe. Hopefully the Hart Kelly's not down there, trapped in a closet.
Wow. I hope R. Kelly's not anywhere near you, especially not around TV.
He's locked up right now, so we should be okay.
Did we?
I saw him in one of the jails.
Rogan and Kelly.
How noticeable was the vibration from upstairs?
Which vibration?
Of the room moving.
Oh, the entire house kind of vibrated. It's like.
Gotcha. So we'd at least notice that.
Yeah, it's like your sex toy went off. You didn't deny it.
How do you know what sex toys I have? Stop looking at my closet.
I used them.
Oh, that's right, kinky.
Kinky boots.
Sherman's just like, nope, nope. I'm just going to enjoy my breakfast. I'm not even going to acknowledge that.
She is sipping her coffee, like, leave me the fuck alone.
Mornings are for coffee and contemplation, Flo.
Coffee and contemplation, yes. Good callback.
It's gone. Nothing in here.
I know we should probably go check on them. But do we want to? Oh.
Take my plate of crappy eggs Benedict and head to the basement.
You're runny
Sure.
Benedict.
Sherman just sighs and trudges along after her.
I figure Sherman has bunny slippers and a mug of coffee.
Yes, oversized Ellison bunny slippers. Moodle slippers, yes.
Okay, you have Moogle slippers. I'm cool with that. Okay. So you said you are going down now? You changed your mind?
You just missed something
She's
cool.
You went and gathered them.
Well, we felt the vibrations and knew where they went.
I don't know why I said them, and then gathered her.
Well, yeah, 'cause we were both at the same table
Yeah.
still.
Okay.
So I just wrote, like, what did they do, and then we grabbed our breakfast and headed down.
Are you also wearing Moogle slippers?
No.
So
Are you taking your coffee with you?
They were able to figure out how the pattern worked and to unlock it, hitting buttons to right in the food chain. The thing is sending down kind of like the haunted mansion. So now we're at the bottom, like the whole thing.
Yes. And there's a ghost that was speaking to you in a British accent and then cackling.
True.
Okay, so Millie and Sherbin, you go down to the basement. Millie, you can see in the dark. Sherbin can't. But luckily there are torches that are on the wall that they lit and left. So you're able.
Remending probably lit torches on his way down.
Well, in the cellar itself is more of an so you see that there is a door open there, and a floor which appears to have a giant hole in it.
Hey! Someone up there?
Can we pretend that this is supposed to be like this and just go back up and finish breakfast?
Oh, is that Sherwin?
Oh, God.
Sherwin, I hear you. Hey, we're down here. Can you see us?
Yes.
Somehow, the floor just started moving. I didn't do it, I promise. At least not this time. At least I don't think so. Maybe it was a Popoto. I probably did it. I apologize. But regardless, we're down here right now. And there's a door. You guys should come down.
Are you stuck?
No, we're not stuck.
Well-
I think this is the way to the room I've been looking for.
How far down? How far down are they compared to where Sherbin and Millie are
You're
standing?
10 foams down. It's not super far.
And I think it's staggered, yeah?
Yeah, you can climb down each of the steps. Each one goes down about 3 foams, and then the last one you're just at the bottom. So it's climbable.
Sherbin just kind of huffs, looks around, looks down at what she's wearing, and just. All right, fine. Why not? It's not even my room.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's carefully climbing down.
Flashing everyone.
God, she wears pajamas underneath.
Oh.
What color are they?
Wow.
Huh?
Blue.
Blue? Okay.
Blue pajamas. Sure.
Yeah. So down she's going very carefully.
Okay. You're able to climb down without any issue. I'm not going to make you roll for it because it's pretty simple. Millie, are you going down as well?
I'm gonna sit on the lowermost ledge and eat her breakfast and stare at people.
So you get down to the bottom ledge without hitting the floor. Sit there, and you're just nomming on your plate with running legs.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Well, the stairway in front of you is descending into the ground further.
Glad you joined us, Sherwin. How's breakfast?
It was good, but a little interrupted. But anyways, what are we doing down here?
I don't know. Apparently the secret room that Sis was trying to find.
It's something I've been looking for, and I'll take the lead and start heading down the steps with my dancing lights, just kind of circling above.
Come on, Sherman.
I'll follow right
Come on,
behind
Sherman.
Sis.
Doesn't everyone love a good mystery?
But after I pass Sherman, I go, my wife likes blue lingerie too, and just continues. I walk that path, like completely innocuous.
Kevin's idea of lingerie are Papoto sacks just dyed blue.
Oh my God.
We're not fancy there. Okay? We're like,
potatoes.
Hicks. But not Hicks.
Like the bloomers, just like a really poofy underclothing.
Exactly.
Granny panties.
Yep.
Alright, nothing wrong with those. Okay, so the air down here is much cooler. The house itself is pretty warm, considering how cold Ishgard is in general. But as you descend lower into the sub-basement now, it's very chilly. It's damp, in fact. And you feel air rushing through.
Kevin, do you mind if I hold that poker if I'm gonna be walking out front here?
Yeah, but hand it back to me if there's a monster.
Will
Professor,
do.
you have any idea what we're expecting to find down here?
Well, if it's what I think it is, it's not going to be a monster.
There's
At least I don't
draft.
think it will be.
Doesn't
What
it
do you
usually
think?
mean something if there's a draft?
What do you think it is?
It's a particular room that my family made use of, and if there's one here, then it confirms a few things that I've been thinking about my past, and some things that Millie has seen, apparently, and maybe some of you have seen flashes of. I don't know if you've ever seen my eyes turn gold or anything like that.
So is this one of those is this one of those pipe dungeons that Miss Miller used to talk about?
Wow.
I don't think you should be talking to Miss Miller anymore.
What are those things used for anyways? Why do you need a dungeon? Like, why do you need to go in there? I don't know, it's weird.
I'll just continue forward with the poker.
Okay. As you go down, it's not terribly far. It's about 20 phones down, but it goes quickly since you're actually on stairs at this point. The stone walls around you give way to what appears to be tightly packed dirt, remarkably well held in place. And it opens up into a much larger room, about the size of the bottom floor of House Verdelane. Or Verdelane Manor, I should say.
What does the room look like?
It is a stone floor room. The walls and the ceiling are packed dirt. It is lit. There are ever-burning torches on the wall. They don't give off any heat, they just give off light in the form of dancing fire. All around me are familiar faces. Sorry, couldn't help it. You see what appears to be a workstation with an alchemy lab set up there. There are books all along the walls, bookcases all along the walls, packed tightly with books.
Any worn out places?
And worn out faces, in fact, because there is a skeleton hanging off the wall that looks like it's been...
I try to punch it.
Okay, you break the skeleton.
Whoa! That was Professor Verdelane's skeleton. It's like...
I'm so sorry!
He didn't have one, remember? That's why he was collecting it as we were going.
Oh, no, that's right! I'm sorry, Professor! I just, from the skeleton from when we were in that other, place, it was an instinct, a fighting instinct.
I forgive you.
I told you, I was right. Your family's skeletons are in this closet.
I'm gonna try to put it back together.
Sure.
I know. Anyone have any, glue?
When Kevin starts trying to put it back together very poorly and ends up making it like a quadruped with a tail somehow.
That's perfect! I nailed it!
I'm gonna look through the books and see if anything looks interesting.
They all look very old to you. Some of them are giving off magical energy.
Alright, I'm gonna read through those. Speed read.
You try to open one of the magical books and it closes itself as soon as you open the page.
Can I Arcana check to see if there's a special way to open it or something?
Go ahead.
Uh, 21 again.
Okay. The book appears to be mildly trapped. It's got some kind of magical spell on it. You're not sure exactly the specifics of that spell.
Wait. So, this whole time to get in here, you had to be...
I'm gonna cast a spell on it.
Part of Sid's family, right? Hey, Sid, can I see your finger real quick in the poker?
Sure, Kevin.
Okay, but I heard just a little bit. I just need a little bit of blood, and I kind of scratch him to get some blood.
Roll a d20.
Oh god.
Roll an attack roll.
I'm gonna,
16!
guys, I'm gonna cast Dispel on the book.
16 plus 7.
Sure.
Yeah, that
totally
hit.
breaks the AC.
Okay. It's a good thing you rolled high.
Oh.
He surgically
thank
poked
God.
you to get a drop of blood with a poker that is covered in soot. Just FYI.
Roll for tetanus.
I love playing Tetris. Sorry. So his finger starts bleeding. You got a drop of blood.
So I put some blood on my finger, and then I try to open the book that
Fifi
that
was
Fifi's
just
trying
doing?
to.
So before Fifi casts the spell magic, Marley, can you roll that d20 for me, please?
10.
What's your armor class?
A lot.
What are you wearing?
16.
16. Okay.
Oh yeah, let's just say I'm not wearing armor, because I'd be chilling. I don't have my weapons. Like I wasn't looking for fights, so let's
He
just.
actually wants to get hit by this.
Yeah, I mean honestly, it's just that I don't know how much.
Because you're wearing heavy armor, that sets your armor at that value.
Yeah.
So if you have a dex of 10, your base armor's 10.
So 10.
The polymorph
In that
spell.
case, hey, if you're facilitating me being able to hurt you, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I mean I don't
Good
have
job,
a choice.
Marley. The book slams shut on your finger,
Ah!
and it's not flat pages. It's the book grew teeth when it slams shut on your finger.
Oh shoot! Is this one of those mimic things?
Oh my. The tip of your finger has now been bitten off.
Oh, released. I feel much better.
Blood is spurting out of the tip of your finger.
That doesn't look good.
Kevin, stop! You're gonna get blood on the book.
Oh, sorry. And I put it in my mouth.
He points it away, and it hits Fifi, and blood just sprays all over Fifi's face.
Alright, well, one second, I gotta get a bandage. It's hard to do this with one hand.
I'm gonna shrug.
Blood spurting out of his finger.
I'm gonna shrug and cast Prestidigitation and get the blood off, and then I'm gonna cast Dispel on the book.
It falls to the floor. Go ahead and roll your spell attack on it.
I roll a search
For
investigation check with Leslie Nielsen.
The spell magic, you have to beat the DC of the spell, don't you? Am I misremembering?
I think that's
I thought it was like levels or something.
when you're dispelling.
If it's third level or lower, it's automatic.
It is not third level or lower.
Okay, so DC is 10 plus the spell's level.
Okay, go ahead. Yep.
17.
Okay. In that case, you cast your spell on the book, and the magical energies that were permeating it dissipate entirely.
Okay, and then I'm gonna open it up and read it.
Okay. It appears to be a cookbook.
For regular food or for something special?
It appears to be regular food.
Okay.
There are several pages in it that are just completely blank, but in between those, like every 10 pages or so, is a recipe for some kind of sandwich or something scrawled in the shaky hand of whoever penned it.
Does it say
Can I
replace?
roll like investigation to see if there's some kind of cipher here?
Sure, go ahead. Every time I hear that noise, I think someone just bought a vowel.
19 this time.
Okay, you don't discern any cipher.
Okay. Anyone want to cook? I'm gonna just kind of toss the book on the nearest table and then go to the next book.
Okay. Are you going only for the books that are sealed with magic?
I mean, I'll look at the like the titles and stuff and see if anything sticks out that's not magical.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right, so the non-magical books that you see in here is literally you find a 26-volume encyclopedia, like the shit that you could have bought when you were a kid, like you had to send away for it, and they give you, each book covers one letter. Then there's also various diaries that appear to be handwritten, but you don't know who they're from. and each diary appears to be a different written in a different person's hand.
They don't have like their name in the front cover or something.
No, they do not. Those are the books that do open for you easily. As for what's the rest of the room, there is also a shimmering blue pattern in a circle in the very center of the floor. It appears to be arcane in nature, although the effect is not clear.
Can we Arcana roll that?
You can try, but roll with disadvantage.
Uh-oh. Hey, a nat 20 and a nat 18. So I guess 25.
Let me go. That's pretty good. Just walk over to Chris. Okay. With your 18, which ends up being 25, you said?
Yep.
Okay. It's not entirely clear what the magic is here. It appears to be magic that is unlike anything you've ever studied before. It's not of any school that you're aware of. It appears to be something created for a very specific person. But beyond that, you don't know.
Professor, I don't know what your family was into, but this is pretty weird. Like, this doesn't match anything.
Stay away from the circle, Fifi.
It seems to be person-specific. I don't know if that means it'll work for you, but I don't know what it'll do.
Whatever it is, I hope it doesn't work for me. And I'm going to walk over and kind of look at the alchemy table.
Okay.
Just take a look at the stuff there for a minute.
The magical books and see if any of the titles jump out at me.
So all of the magical books try to close on you when you open them. Are you dispelling them all?
Well, I don't have enough spells for that. Do they have titles, or they're all just completely blank on the outside?
None of the books have titles on it. None of them.
I don't know. Is there something I could roll to differentiate anything, or just random?
The only way that you can tell the difference between them, really, at the moment, is by opening them if they're normal books. And the only thing that really seems to differentiate the books from the outside is their color, the colors of the spines of the books. And they do appear to be organized in the colors of the rainbow.
Fifi.
What color was the cookbook?
Red.
And so what are some of the other colors?
It's literally the colors of the rainbow. Roy G. Biv.
Hey,
All right, so
I'll go. I'm trying to talk to you.
I'll go the opposite of the red and try a violet book, I guess.
Okay, sure. And are you still ignoring Sherbin?
So what?
I don't want to kick her. Fifi, if you're having trouble trying to decide which book to open, usually if you check not the spine of the book, but if you check on the side where you see the pages, look for books that are more worn out. Usually, if a lot of fingers and hands have been flipping through the pages, you can kind of tell that they're a little bit darker on the side. So a book that may be looking more like that could be one that was picked up more often, might be more important.
That's true. The
I'm
more
not,
fingering.
where does the cookbook fit into that?
I'm not even a librarian.
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry. I was a little bit stunned by what Chris just said.
Basically, she gave a description on how to tell how much a book has been handled. So based on that, has the cookbook been handled a lot or not very much?
All of the magical books appear to be in pristine condition. Condition. They don't even have dust on them.
It's like they've been touched at all, or just done for a display.
The non-magical books do show signs of use and age. The magical books do not.
It looks like they're all about the same. I just gotta give it a shot. I'm gonna try the violet one.
Okay, is this a magical one?
I guess.
Okay, when you try to open it, it slams shut.
I mean, like, I'm gonna try dispelling it.
Okay, roll for it.
Um, 19.
Okay. The magic dissipates from the book. You could open it.
Alright, let's see what we got here.
Okay. The book seems to detail a sport known as blitzball, and it's keeping track of scores for various teams from various nations. But just like the cookbook, there's like a span of 10 pages which are completely empty, and then it's like every 10 pages or so it starts talking about the game and the scores again. But there's many, many, many empty pages in between each of these.
Is there anything special about the pages? The empty
Say
ones?
again?
Anything
Yeah,
special about the empty pages?
They just appear to be completely void of any writing.
I'm gonna give the book to Millie's down there, right?
She's back up the stairs. She never followed down.
You should give it to Sid.
I was gonna give it to Millie so she could doodle on the blank pages. Alright, I'm gonna take both of the magic ones to Sid. Professor, I don't know what your family's into. They magically seal these books, and they I don't know if I'm missing something. We got one about some sport, blitzball, and then a cookbook.
I mean, that's more tame than I expected. I really don't know that you want to be reading half the things that are down here. I'll take the violet book and take a look at it quickly, though.
It's exactly the way I described it to Fifi for you.
I only got one more shot, so we got a rainbow of books here. What should I attempt next?
I don't think you need to burn your energy
Professor,
right now.
We need to know.
Now we know how to get to this room, so it's not a rush, really.
All right, but what should we do with our remaining chance for today?
You know what I was thinking? The way you got
Can you grab some sodas?
that
Come down there and put it in there.
Congrats.
That spiritual thing works, right? It takes away other spiritual things, right? If it's God's work. So aren't you just kind of like deleting things if there's like God's writing in there? Like if you're taking away God's, Bob's, I keep saying God, I'm sorry, Bob's seal, aren't you also taking away Bob's writing at the same time when you use the spell?
Everything stops when Kevin starts talking, and a hole in the wall, the bricks fold outwards, and a small opening opens up, and a small white dog walks out.
Oh! Am I familiar with this dog?
No.
Hey! Poker, stay away! I will kill you!
Kevin,
you were just talking about Bob. Maybe that's him.
The tail starts wagging.
No, Bob is a
Wait,
deity.
look, he's reacting. That's Bob. That's it. There he is.
Kevin, before you do anything like you did to Fremendane, and I take the poker from him.
Wait. Is your name Bob?
It walks over to you and sits at your feet.
A pet? Are you Bob? Davrical Bob?
It kind of just cocks its head at you.
Oh, you're not
There he is. It's Bob.
I like you. No, I don't think this is Davrical. But I do like the response to Bob. See, so there's three parts. So Bob is the son of Davrical, but Davrical is Bob.
The
Does that
dog
make
walks
sense?
away from you.
Hey,
He goes and sits in the corner of the room.
I got no food, but I got burgers upstairs if you want one, Bob. Is your name Bob?
The dog walks out, goes up the stairs, and disappears. Millie, you're still at the top of the stairs?
Yep.
You see a small white dog come by, and in one leap, jump from the bottom to the very top, and then walk away.
I'm gonna throw some egg at it.
Good miss.
Or to it.
Misses.
Do I see anything interesting on the alchemy table?
You find, it looks like a bunch of components. Spell components, alchemy components, all of which still appear to be usable, but you're not really sure what the use is.
Fifi, do you mind, and Kevin, do you mind stepping away from me for a second?
By the way, who's writing this session? Is it Sid?
I don't think so.
Is it me?
Who's after Eric?
I think
I thought I got it last. No, we had the fight.
Yeah, I think this is mine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Am I crowding you?
Yeah, I just need a few feet, if you don't mind.
Sure, but what's your favorite color?
Okay, hold on one sec. I go get 2 of the skeleton feet. 2 feet. There you go.
Foams of space, please.
Oh, you want some foam space? All right, I can give you that as well. And I just give him water space.
Okay.
Or, Professor, what's your favorite color?
Blue.
Alright, I'll grab the blue book and try my last dispel.
Okay, you find a blue book, you cast a spell on it, go ahead and do your roll.
I'm hitting these rolls tonight. 17 plus 7... 24.
Okay. The magic of the book dissipates. When you open it, it appears to be a loose collection of sex acts that the owner wants to try but hasn't yet. There are some that have check marks on the top of the page, though. Other ones have, like, X marks.
What is this shit? Here, Kevin, it's something you would read.
Does it have pictures?
Yes, they're pretty detailed. Here you go.
Oh, let me take a look.
You open up to a page that's just titled The Drill.
Other pictures?
No.
There's no pictures in here.
The drill that pierces the bed sheets.
Yours is the drill that will pierce the bed sheets.
So once everybody steps back a little bit.
Oh, God.
It's animal. Terrible.
Gurren Lagann? No?
Well, the second one was Gundam.
So Gurren Lagann?
Alright, it was an initiation to be a TDG.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Duh.
Okay.
I didn't know that was an initiation.
You didn't watch it?
No, I did, but I never watched it before I went to join TDG.
Oh.
So anyway, the sex acts, once again, are interrupted, by pages of blank nothingness. Just like the others.
Once everybody steps away, I'll move a couple of the components around and then pick up the poker and smash the shit out of the table.
Oh, okay. Beakers and vials full of various liquids. You move them around, smash everything on the table, including the table itself. It just kind of falls to the floor in a puddle of mixed nonsense. It does make a hissing sound.
DX, stand back! I think there's spiders again!
Did Sid not have his coffee this morning?
Hey, Sid, did you get all the spiders?
I doubt it.
Can I come over? I'll try to help.
There's no spiders, Kevin.
Well, good. You got them all then.
Millie, I call up. Millie.
Toddles down the
I was gonna say, you expected her to call back to you?
No. I promised you answers. I didn't know how to explain things when you asked me about Aurelian.
Kingston's so interested in the chalkboard. He's like, what is going on?
That's really cute, Chris. You send that.
I can't take all credit. The dog is cute.
Do you miss having a dog in the house?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Sorry, Chris.
Yeah, it's okay.
What did you write?
Aw.
Aww, that's cute.
I wouldn't call this broke. You ever really think about what it means to have a purpose and to be. When my parents were going to have a child, well, let me start it with this. For those of you who lived in Cliffside, you know the Verdeline family. We had a little bit of notoriety. People knew us. People know the family. We didn't have any monetary system, so there's no way to have any kind of power that way. So we dealt in, I guess, power and favors. And my parents were involved in things that a lot of people looked down on. We were tied up in some things that I don't fully understand. But what I do know is that when they were going to have a child, they were supposed to have one. I don't know what they did. I don't know what kind of ritual they performed, but somewhere along the line, they used some kind of magic to make it continue.
Hey! Professor, that's awesome. You got a brother. I didn't met your brother. Does he live in Cliffside?
He did for a time. When we were born, it seemed like we both got pretty strong magical energy, but he was able to harness his. He was able to use his. I was never able to use my own. I just had it. He was born with the family's gold eyes. I have my green eye. Kind of take that to mean that I was the created. Aurelian was the real one. From childhood, we were taught all about demonology, all about theory about beings and creatures that live outside of this world, and he was always the one that was able to use magic and use the skills that you've seen me use so easily, and I just learned. I was the encyclopedia. Fifi, you see those books on the shelf, all those information books, that's what I was to him. That was his vault of knowledge. And as we grew up, I noticed that they were grooming him to be some kind of higher up. I guess he was going to take over the family business or get involved with the family magic, and I was just kind of there. And I never understood why until we turned 13. And my parents called me down to a room just like this. And they had me stand in a circle just like that. It seems that at that time, the bill came due for whatever magic they used to make the two of us. And when you're going to settle up the money, I guess you want to keep the more valuable one that can use his powers and give away the one that just has it. I'm going to go over and take a piece of broken glass from one of the beakers and cut my hand. Blood will come out, and then a few minutes later, it'll kind of just start to fade away in like a green vapor. They summoned something, and it was going to take me, but Aurelian interrupted the ritual. And when he did that, he broke the circle. And when the circle was broken, whatever they summoned, and I couldn't tell you what it is to this day, turned on him. And I'll never forget the look on his face. It punched a hole through his stomach. I didn't know what to do. And I just reached out with whatever power I had and tried to grab onto the last bit of what remained of him, and that was just his consciousness, and I drew it into me, and that day on, I just, in my head, I shared it with his consciousness, and that's when they sent me away to be crazy. When I took him in, I took his power and his command over it. So all of what you've seen me do, the healing, the summoning of him on the ship, that's his power. That's not mine. Deus, Millie, I had you make the Newlith because I figured I'd use it as a conduit. Maybe something that could finally let me use my own power. But he seems like he's come through and contacted Millie.
2? Wow.
He saved me because he thinks we have work to do. He thinks that we're meant to, I don't know, cleanse the world, cleanse something, these demons, these whatever they are, fight against them. I don't know. He bought into whatever my parents believed or just had a crusade of his own. But
He sounds very dangerous.
he's not dangerous. He doesn't have any ill will towards anybody here, at least. He just has his own agenda.
Wants to make the world a better place?
In his own way, I guess. But if I've seemed distant or different, that's him coming through. That's why I don't sleep. That's why, since we've been away from Cliffside, it's been happening more often. Been away from the rules where everybody said I was out of my mind, and I believed it for so long.
So, was it your brother teaching me in school, or was it you?
No, that was me.
And
he didn't really worry about the intellectual side of things.
When we were fighting the dragon, was that you, or was that your brother?
Dragon was me using his power. However, the Lich in Dusk Vigil.
But isn't it kind of your power? I mean, I know what you're saying. Actually, I don't really know what you're saying. Like, you have a brother that comes out sometimes that you saved and he's in your body. But at the end of the day, it's your body. And, I think, although the government should have a right to choose what you do with your body, while you have it, you should be able to do whatever you want with your body, right? So I don't think it's your brother doing all these things. I'm pretty sure it's you.
More of me borrowing his. I appreciate you saying that, though, Kevin.
I mean, we've already gone on a huge adventure together. We fought dragons, skeletons, green goblin thingies. I'm just saying, like, that's been you the whole time. So your brother maybe have all this magical power, but at the end of the day, you're the one that seems to be using it all, and you're using it for good. You're using it for so we can get back to Cliffside, and I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah, he fingered me twice.
Oh yeah, see, you fingered DX twice, and I've never seen DX so happy to get fingered.
Kingston just slid all the way across the floor.
I appreciate that, and it makes me really happy to think that you think of me that way, but I was never supposed to be here. He was.
I think I disagree. I mean, in the Book of Bob, you know, there's fate, and you are supposed to be here. You were the one that got here. Regardless, if your brother stopped some ritual, who cares what your parents wanted to do, right? It's your life to live, and you should start living it. Stop worrying about this brother thing. You know, it's your body, and you keep living it and doing what you think is right.
Thank you, Kevin.
For what?
I give it back the poker.
Anyway, I think we could all use a little sunshine and maybe another burger. Let's say we get out of this cave and come back later once everyone's head is cleared. But hey, Professor, I do appreciate you being so candid with us. And if you need anything, you let me know. I'm happy to try to kill your brother. I just don't know if that will kill you. So we'll just leave it like that for right now.
If this dies, we both go. I don't think they wanted 2 kids necessarily. I think they wanted 1 and an extra to use as collateral.
There's a reason some people should never be parents.
Yeah, I think he has some unfinished business with them as well.
I didn't want to interrupt in that awesome monologue, but there's a little bit of cutout, I think, when you moved away from your mic. So I know it's a new mic, so you might need to be pointed towards it a little bit more.
But I understood everything.
Yeah, we got
you
it.
want the cutout, like, yeah, I didn't.
And that was awesome.
Good to know.
It was really awesome.
Okay, so with all that being said, you're now standing there with this new information kind of just hanging in the air. What is everyone doing?
Mind blown.
See, do you mind if I take one of your books with me upstairs? I forgot my magnifying glass. I could see if maybe I could figure out how to take the magic off.
Feel free, but I gotta be honest with you guys. Turbin, Fifi, I wouldn't read too much. I don't know what to do.
Well, I've heard of aristocrats having private libraries, but I haven't heard of one going to this extent of hiding theirs.
It's anything like the books that my parents used to have. It's going to be a lot of demonology, a lot of... Well, the circle kept me in place for whatever they summoned up. And then when Aurelian broke the circle, it let loose the magic.
Maybe Cliffside was a prison for shitty parents.
I agree with the small one.
I mean, I don't know if you guys remember my parents at all, but they kind of just took off and vanished.
I'd never know. You've never talked about your parents.
Yeah, I heard that they got killed.
I did hear that rumor, but remember what I said about rumors?
I mean, it's possible they just kind of left one day and never came back.
But where would they have gone?
Well, I'm glad for that at least. Let's get out of here.
Sherman's still going to take one of those books because she doesn't really like his relatives at the moment. She's got a bad impression of them, so she doesn't want to respect their wishes.
Actually, you know what? Before we go, are there any diamonds anywhere?
No. There are no jewels of any kind down here. How's my
No footlockers.
There is a footlocker, in fact, near where the table used to be.
Millie, I don't know what'll happen if we break this circle. I don't know how active it is or if they have any kind of wards on it.
There could be something in there right now. We just could not be seeing it.
It's very possible, and if we break that circle, it releases whatever's inside.
Like I said, it's not any typical magic. It's something very abnormal.
In which case, I don't think it's something we should mess with without knowing anything.
Well, we might want to keep it because it might be a means to remove whatever your parents did.
I'm not saying we don't keep it. I'm just saying we don't mess with it right now.
Right. Maybe whatever that circle is about is in some of these books.
Well, so far, we got a shitty sports book, a shitty cookbook, and what was the last one?
It was a sex book.
Oh yeah, and a book about population.
And I think we can leave the sex book down here.
Oh, no. It was a gift. I was told always to accept gifts and never to look a gift horse in the mouth, even though I have no clue what a gift horse is.
You're welcome to keep the book, Kevin. However,
make sure
if there are any sudden appearances of writing or imagery, let one of us know, please.
Well, after I've had my turn with it, yeah, sure, of course I'll let you know.
I do want to point out that you're feeling lightheaded now.
And I kind of just shake my head and continue on. I don't see anything about lightheaded.
You've been bleeding this entire time from your finger.
Was that a real footlocker?
Oh,
or was that
yeah.
just a joke?
Then I wrapped my finger.
Okay, you finally bandaged.
It's funny, I was going to do it, someone started talking and I stopped.
Yeah, you took out the bandage.
Yeah, someone was talking, so I just forgot to say it.
Yeah, you're still feeling lightheaded, and there's a giant pool of blood behind
The whole time.
I give the remnants of the alchemy table a kick and head out the door.
you. Okay, you kick the remnants of the alchemy table, and it slides over and hits the bookshelf where the blue books are, and one of them falls out.
I stop and look at it because
Curiosity killed the cat.
When you grab the book, you feel magic running through it, and then the magic dissipates.
I open it.
Okay. Every page of this book is full of words. And the very first page is a title, and it says, "Musings about my communion with the cloud of darkness."
Jesus. Alright, someone write that book. I'm curious to see what that is.
Do any of us notice the difference between that and what we saw?
I mean, Sid picked it up and opened it.
Are every 10 pages a random recipe or something?
Apparently, you're the key to opening these books.
Yeah.
Here, try opening the sex one and see if it says something different than the sex stuff.
I hold out my hand to Kevin.
I handed you the book. I mean, didn't you take all the god powers away from this book?
When you touch it, you don't feel any magical energy running through it. It looks like whatever might have been in there has been destroyed by Lantifi's spell.
Nope, sex book.
My musings about my communion with the dark.
His
family is all parts.
Add quotations to any one word in a sentence and see how people react. I think that's good.
It's cool. I just destroyed the 3 books that describe how to cancel a demon summon.
Yeah.
No.
I guess I'm gonna have to do some light reading at some point.
So if I look in the book that he touched, can I see the real stuff now?
If I just hand it to her and not hold it.
Yes.
Professor, can you just run through the room and just open all the books?
After about a minute or so of you holding the book, it shuts itself, and the magic seems to be holding it closed once again.
Oh, stupid book.
Well, let me know if you want me to burn all these books down.
We're not burning the books. But we will look into it a little further later. Read, Fifi? I said we'll look into them a little further. Not right now. Agreed, Fifi.
What was that?
I guess.
You agreed. He doesn't want to. You'll go look through them later, and you're not going to come back down right now.
Do you concur?
Sure.
Can we get out of here? I mean, let's go get some sunshine. And I want to know more about this sore age we're supposed to go to.
Sore age?
Yeah, the sore age?
The sour E.
Well, I mean, that's going to be on Fremendane, and hopefully he's recovered a bit from his incident with poker.
So what exactly is a sore age? What do we do there?
It's just a big party, Kevin.
Oh, I like parties.
Well, I hope you guys will enjoy yourselves. I mean, it's as much for everyone here as it is for folks to know that the house is back.
Sherby's kind of looking a little uncomfortable.
And who's going to be at this party?
Well, it'll be us and the other noble houses of Ishgard, and I assume other notable folks around the city.
Awesome. And when do we get the party bags? Is it at the beginning of the party or the end of the party?
I don't know.
All right. And when do we hit the thing that has candy in it? Because that's always fun.
I gotta be honest, Kevin. I think that your idea of a party might be pretty entertaining for these people.
Oh, did you want me to help with the party planning then? Be careful what you say.
I think I'll leave it to Fremendane. He knows the area better than we do.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
However, feel free to suggest things. Do not demand, suggest.
I'll definitely make some suggestions. Oh, this is going to be the best party ever. Poor Ferdinand.
Friends? I hear he wants you to take him out.
Take me out.
Yes. That's the one. Alright, so, as you leave this underground chamber...
I was waiting for Kevin to leave the room to go check
as
out the
Kevin leaves
footlocker.
the underground chamber, Millie, there's a footlocker on the ground.
I'm going to go check for traps first.
Does not appear to be trapped.
Is it open?
It is locked.
Have at it.
You gonna try to pick it?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead. I kind of want to make Marley just be one random NPC and see how you interact with her.
2-0.
20.
Yes.
Okay. You unlock the lock. It opens. You can lift the lid.
Lift the lid.
There is about an ilm of strange green-purple goo just lining the entirety of the footlocker.
I found a box of gack.
You
I
sure
don't
no
like
spiders?
silly putty like
It
stuff.
makes a fart sound when you press down on it. Yeah.
Awesome. I'm gonna go take a splinter of the table and poke it into the goo.
Okay.
Does it like dissolve or anything weird?
Nope.
How fluid is it?
It's pretty viscous.
Is the trap a Morgur's blob and now we have to fight it?
What is a Morgur's blob?
I don't know. Isn't that
You know what it is.
No, I don't.
That's a circle, Kevin. It's a viscous circle.
I'll try to scoop up a couple vials worth.
Your hand falls off. No, yeah. It appears to be kind of like a thick paste, but runny at the same time. It's like non-Newtonian fluid almost.
So yeah, I was just gonna say cornstarch and water.
Sure.
Can it be separated from itself?
Yeah, it can. But it's just a very strange consistency, and it's cold to the touch.
Okay, I got like 3 vials worth to go fiddle around with.
Sure. You put 3 vials worth of this weird goo. It doesn't come off your hand very easily either.
Gross.
Yeah, it's pretty gross feeling.
Okay. How big's the footlocker?
About a foam.
So it's a foam locker.
It's a foam locker.
I'll just lift one end and pour it out, see if there's anything like underneath it.
Sure. You find a key at the very bottom.
Neat. I will start looking for things to put keys in.
You don't see anything that looks like it could be opened with a key in this room.
Try the foot locker.
God damn it, guys! I locked my footlocker key in the footlocker again.
It doesn't fit inside that hole. That's what you said.
Yeah, okay, cool.
She's never said that to me.
I'll just go run up and show Sid the key that I found. And the goo.
Oh my god. Okay. Jess, I just saw that picture that you put with the baby in front of, I can't remember his name all of a sudden from Ghostbusters.
It's Vigo.
Vigo the Carpathian, that's right. I thought that was Adam posting a picture of his baby. He would absolutely do that.
Yeah.
He should.
Alright, now I know what I'm doing when I have a baby. I'm getting that painting, and it's going to be so many different
Right
pictures.
in the nursery. Okay. Anyway, I legitimately thought it was Adam until I saw it was you that posted it. Okay, so, are you leaving the room now?
Yeah, that was it. Just
Okay.
bringing the key back up to Sid and the 3 vials of stuff.
Sure. Millie is about a minute behind everybody else, but when you get back to the main room where the cellar is, you find that there is a handprint, much like there was for the cellar, or opening the vault, rather, and it's on the opposite side of the door that you just walked through. So you're at the bottom of the pit now, the part that lowered, and against the wall you see a handprint.
Touch.
Okay. You put your hand up to the handprint, and the floor slowly begins rising back to its normal position.
Well, now we know how to get up and down.
Say again?
But now we know how to get up and down. Well,
No. Okay, you're now standing in the vault.
Any keyholes in here?
Nope. I've always wanted to, if I ever owned a house, I would want to build a keyhole into a stone wall and just watch people try to open it and break whatever key
Oh,
they got
God.
in there.
I'll show Sid and Fifi the vials that I took.
I would advise keeping those in a place that we can kind of keep an eye on it.
Put it in
I don't-
a pack.
I don't trust anything coming out of that room.
Yeah,
We
anyway,
just all came out of that room.
Other than us.
All right. You get out of the vault into the cellar, and you're heading back up to the main floor of the house.
Yes.
When you get up there, you find Bob. Go get your own.
Water.
Thank you. He's got his own.
Why did you put it so close to the cabinet? He's banging his cone on it.
Because John is sadistic. That's why.
He's like
John is
busting
channeling
his
his inner
head.
Kevin.
Because if I don't put it close up, he'll start moving it. It's going to spill. You can get to it there.
Okay, so as you climb up from the cellar area, you find a good portion of the household staff, not Fremendane, but a good portion of the household staff all kind of knelt down in a circle, and at the center of the circle, wagging its tail, is the dog that came out of the cellar.
Oh! Ah, you found Bob!
The dog turns around and looks at you.
Now, all y'all gotta take good care of him. Actually, can you get him a bed from my room? Bob, you want to sleep in my room tonight?
The dog jumps out of the circle, walks up the stair and away from you.
I point that to the house staff.
I think that means yes.
There's a collective gasp. And they quickly disappear.
I should have said it was Fremendane's evil experiments.
Oh, no.
Found Fremendane's evil lair.
Yes. The head of the staff has been secretly killing off the family.
So it's not that they've been gone for 300 years. They've been murdered for 300 years.
But how'd they have kids then?
He times his murders very carefully. It's like he waits till puberty of the next generation to kill off the older generation.
What the fuck?
Sure, yeah. Doesn't want to be out of the job, right?
I feel like you've thought about this way too much.
No, I think there was a Lovecraft story about like some family that was cursed by a wizard, but it was actually the wizard breaking into the house and murdering them every time.
On the doorstep.
Yeah.
Edgar Allan Poe was actually an old one, and he wrote stories about his conquest. The Telltale Heart. No, forget it. You guys suck. All right.
That was directed at you, Jim.
All right. So, what are you all doing now that you're up here? Oh, one thing that happens, one of the servants comes out of the kitchen and walks right up to Sid, holding up what appears to be a stuffed owl bear, and it's like paper mache. Is this piñata all right for the party, sir?
Yes.
Yes?
Oh, good. I was hoping you would approve. This meets with Ishgardian standards. It's a tradition in noble house parties.
Yes!
Although, many years in the past, they would fill it with the fingers of the downtrodden. We don't do that anymore.
Good.
Now we fill it with lady fingers. The pastry.
Oh, I know. I was just trying to think of how to respond to that.
Well, that seems fine. In fact, why don't you ask Kevin how that seems to him?
Okay. She apprehensively turns to Kevin and holds up the owlbear piñata.
Oh,
God. Oh no.
So, in my family, we fill the whole thing with Popotos. But other families, when they have like these sweet things and candies, we can fill it with them. Alternatively, we could fill it with blood if that's tradition. What kind of lambs can we get around here? Seems.
Oh no, we fill it with Gil. For the children.
Yeah? With money? Kid, what are kids gonna do with Gil?
Buy cheeseburgers.
It's supposed to signify the starting relationship of building their capital that they're then going to use to start their business.
Wait a second, this sounds good. Continue on.
Hi.
I'm listening.
That was it.
Well, we're gonna keep the Gil. Let's go find candy. Do you have candy? It's like something sweet.
Very strange.
We have it back at Cliffside. They used to make it with sugar, I think.
We do have candy here.
Yeah. So you want to fill it with candy, so when the kids hit it, the candy comes out and they get the candy. It's in little like paper things.
Who would want candy over Gil?
I mean, so back at Cliffside, and I take them away and talk to them about our entire economic system.
Gil is money in this. Okay, so that happened. Fremendane comes downstairs looking pretty pale, but it looks like he's been patched up a little bit better than Kevin did. There's a little bit of a red spot on the bandage, but he's got it in a sling now as he's walking around. And he approaches you and says, I am fit to serve you, sir.
Excellent. Fremendane, do you mind if I help you for a moment?
Help me?
Absolutely. Do you mind? And I kind of hold my hand out towards him.
What is this?
I'm going to heal you if you're okay with it.
How? And he just kind of waits.
I put my hand on his shoulder and cast Healing Word.
Okay. The whole seals up, and he's starting to regain some movement of his arm. That's remarkable.
It's not much, but it's the least I can do given the situation.
Well, thank you for that.
Fernando, you've got to clean this! And I chuck the fire poker at him. Catch!
Roll an attack.
Not 20?
Oh my god.
Go up with the fire poker.
Fremendane is standing in front of you. And Kevin says catch. And he begins to turn, and you see him turn his head, and then you're splashed with blood as the poker goes literally through his head, and he falls to the floor dead.
Oh god! Oh god! I got you! I come over and I start trying to give him CPR.
What, did you rub aloe vera on his back?
No.
A little vapor rub.
I said catch! I said catch!
You said
Hey, he didn't catch it!
He never listens. That's why it was a dirty poker in the first place.
Help me! Professor, help me! I don't know!
Way to go.
I didn't mean to kill your help. I didn't mean to roll that 20.
You have like
Thanks
a
for killing
revive
off
or
the
something?
NPC that I made specifically for it. I appreciate it.
I think he's gone, Professor.
One of the ladies on the staff comes by and just sees him on the ground, and she just screams and runs out of the house.
I know, it's so hard to get good help these days. They can't catch anything.
You said she runs out of the house?
Yeah.
Well, now I know to add one more thing to my title.
Servant Slayer
So it's gonna be Slayer of Dragons,
and Servants.
Slayer of Dragons and Servants, and Farmer of Potatoes. Papotos, excuse me.
It's a good title.
I think so. It's gonna continue to get longer and longer.
I think so. That actually fits, because in the game you can get titles, like they'll go before or after your name based on the achievements that you get. There'll be a title for it.
Oh, sick!
Yeah.
Perfect!
Melly will run after the housekeeper lady.
Okay.
She's just gonna catch up and...
Roll a persuasion.
Deception.
Excuse me, deception.
Oh, yeah, so the lie is...
Oh my god.
Did you see what he wrote?
Wow. That's quick thinking.
That is 18.
Nice.
Marley, can you please roll that d20?
Oh, try not to look at it so hard.
No, you can look. It's fine. Okay. She stops. Starts to catch her breath. The house is haunted.
Got somebody.
Do you want me to take him?
Do you want to take it?
So the ghost killed Fremendane, or Fremendane was a ghost?
Thanks, Molly.
Well, this way. Come on.
Might need to just pick him up.
Kingston.
Pick him up and...
I almost called him Winston.
Because he's not going to want to leave. Oh, maybe he will. Bye, Papas. Nope, he doesn't want to leave.
That is not a letter.
Hey, come back.
Nope. Nothing fun is happening here.
Oh no.
Did he pee?
Fantastic.
No.
Minus those poor chocolate.
Just pick him up and once he's outside, he'll walk him in.
Then Sid avenged him.
I'm not going forever.
Oh.
For now.
That's very sad. But valiant of Master Verley.
Melly will look down, look all somber, and offer to lead her back to the estate.
As she follows you.
No escape.
Hopefully she doesn't say anything to Kevin.
Oh my god, Jess, You're right. I didn't even put that together when I said it. It's so good.
That'd be awesome.
And then Millie will go run over after.
It's appropriate too for the location.
So Millie will escort the house person to their room and then go run and tell Sid the cover story.
Kevin.
Oh, for sure. It's just kind of how she is sometimes. Hey, what's up, Professor?
This.
Look, I said cash. DX heard it, right?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to throw it that hard, but if I threw it at DX would have caught it.
Okay, Kevin. You were put on trial for being an ass. Now there's somebody dead on my floor.
But he was supposed to clean it. That's what we talked about. He forgot it the first time. He forgot it the second time, and I was just trying to get it back to him.
Okay, we can't have a body on the floor.
Oh!
I love that. That's what
Got it. I'll take care of this for you, Professor. And I take the body, I go back down to the cellar, and
Kevin, please never throw anything at me.
No problem. Fifi, I put it where the skeleton is.
You can't. Well, the door's closed. You like the room with the symbols, you can't access.
Oh, it's still closed.
Yeah.
Okay. I take it to my room for right now and put it under the bed.
No.
I'll figure out what to do with it later. I probably won't.
Okay. So that happened.
Actually, I'll talk to Fifi after that. Hey, Fifi.
Yeah?
Yeah, you seem like you might. You know a lot of things. You're really smart, right?
Yes.
Okay. Theoretically, if you want to dispose of a body and not get caught, what's the best way to do that?
You're talking about that dude that you just murdered?
I didn't murder it. It was an accident. We all saw it.
Well, I don't know what materials Professor Sid's house has, but there are certain things that can remove organic matter.
Okay, certain things like what? I don't know what that says.
I could draw a chemical formula out for you, but I'm not sure you'd understand.
Okay, can we put all this in a bathtub?
Depends on the bathtub. If the bathtub's not the right material, it'll just melt through.
Okay, hold on. So I've hid the body in the room. What was the name of the... Beatrice was the name of the...
The head of the maids is Beatrice.
Hey, Beatrice! We need your help getting some things.
Why was Polly crying?
I don't know. Maybe she needs some crackers.
I think we have some saltines in the pantry.
It usually helps.
Okay.
Anyway, Fifi has a list, and we kind of need this stuff, and we're gonna go put it in one of the bathtubs. Is that all right?
May I see the list? I believe I can get most of this at the Jeweled Crozier.
Perfect. We need it like really quickly.
I can go right away.
Oh, that'd be great.
Where's Fremendane to give me the purse with the money?
Oh, he's dead.
What?
Oh, I mean, hold on 1 second. I go back upstairs.
I run over and
Do I find the purse?
He's got a coin pouch.
Okay, I get the pouch. I have his purse right here.
Why is there blood on it?
I run over and explain the cover story that Millie told me.
Oh, sorry. It was when I cut myself, I think. I'm missing a fingertip.
Oh, you should get that looked at.
Hey, it's fine. It still works.
And then she turns.
It's okay. It's just a tip.
Fremendane was killed by a ghost that came out of the cellar.
Yes. There's a room down there that that is only accessible by the Verdeline family line, and it must have held something within it that was dangerous.
Wait, are there two Fernandos in this house?
Not anymore.
Okay. Does that mean that I'm now in charge of the household staff?
If you'd like to be.
I never had any aspirations of moving up in the world, but I can. That broke me. It's the little smile.
Oh, it's a smiley.
And the look on Jimmy's face when he's like. Okay. Yes, I will do my best to serve you, my lord.
Hey, Ferdinand didn't have any family, did he?
No, he was the last of his line.
Oh,
Sorry, what's
okay.
your name?
Beatrice.
Beatrice, how's your catching ability?
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, like if someone tosses you a ball or something, are you capable of catching?
Oh, my late husband said I was good with my hands.
I just
Beatrice is really good with her
He
hands
helped us
too.
in the workshop.
Yeah.
just better safe than sorry, you know.
Oh, okay. Would you like me to go get these materials?
Yeah. Post fast.
Sure. Actually, can you get a barrel made of this?
Is it a plastic barrel?
Just whatever would contain the acid and not let it melt through.
Yeah, plastic doesn't exist. So
Glass does though.
yeah, glass would work.
Ceramic.
Ceramic would work. Metal
Sure,
would work.
a ceramic barrel, because we don't need what's that, Breaking Bad, when they melt through the floor and everything?
I remember that. That was so funny.
Yeah, it's because that was just a porcelain bathtub, which is not enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. We don't need that.
Right. So we'll do
Hey, wait, and is the body in Kevin's room?
Under the bed.
under the bed.
Lots
Well,
of
was
places.
Was this the shopping episode we all expected?
Yeah.
More fun than I thought it was gonna be.
To be honest,
It's not the
okay.
one we expected, it's the one we deserved.
Well
So
said.
true.
I'm actually not really sure where to go from there, so we're gonna end there for the week.
We
I
did
think.
it.
Before that, Millie wanted to sneak into Kevin's room and put a little bit of the goo on Fremendane's body to see if it
Oh, Jesus.
Give him like a mustache with the goo.
It doesn't seem to.
Just leave it there. Check on it later. See why it was.
Let's put Fremendane's body inside the summoning circle and see what happens.
Oh, my God.
I'm surprised that you weren't going to use his skeleton for to replace the one that Kevin destroyed.
I was going to, but then I ran in a different direction, so I went with it.
Y'all need Hydelin.
Wait a while, and there you go.
Y'all need Bob. Oh, Bob! Oh, I forgot. And I asked them to get a bed for Bob.
You did ask that.
Yeah, make sure.
Okay.
Was Bob in my room when I got there?
No, he
wandered
ran
away.
a different direction.
Okay, well, we'll see.
Mr. Bob.
He's in your room and the door's locked. It's his room now.
He just points his paw at his face, and then at Kevin, then back at his face, and he just barks, "Look at me! This is my bedroom now."
Bob's speech is like dragon speech. You just always understand it.
Yeah. Okay, thanks for coming, everybody. Good session.
Oh, you want to leave this mic here?
You got a new mic?
I'm gonna bring that next time. I'll be better mic. This is the old mic.
Oh, then no, you can take that, because
Yeah.
I mean, this solution actually works really well, so.
it does, but the sound quality leaves a little bit to desire.
Yeah, I have a better mic. I'll bring it next time.
Okay.
I should have remembered it this time, but
Okay.
I had too many things. Don't
Yeah.
really.
Yeah. Wherever she went, probably smoking.
Yeah, probably smoking.
Okay. Well. All right. Good stuff tonight. I was expecting a little bit more shopping and a little bit less murder, but good. Yeah, that's cool.
To be fair, I had nothing to shop for, so this was way more fun.
Well, some of us have downtime activities to do.
I'm sorry.
I theoretically do downside activities outside of the game.
Yeah, it's just literally shopping.
Well, the main thing that Millie was pushing for was going back to the caves to get the rest of Tealman's stash. So now that we have airship travel
Yeah,
again.
completely fair. Kevin is not going
So
to. He's going to be very unhappy.
If you asked about that, or we could say that you asked about that, maybe asked Imeric or Stidian about that, they would have noted that there is no actual airship berth near there. Like, you would have to stop somewhere else and then go there. It doesn't hover. Airships can't hover. They have to keep moving. So even if you're repelled down, you'd still be moving. Not like a helicopter.
Super fun session.
Good stuff.
Your backstory, Poe, was awesome.
Yeah, that was very
so
cool. That was very cool.
Thank you. Sorry for monopolizing the time.
No.
It's almost like you use a lot of the time when we're in your house.
Yep. It's perfect. It's perfect. We're done.
Everybody gets their own time to shine.
Did he pee?
He did.
Oh, what a good boy!
I gotta take Bob out to poop.
What a good boy! Hey, Papa, that's a good boy. Yeah. Such a good boy.
All right. Good night.
Good night, guys.